I mean, I could be compared to worse people. Hey, I have a beanie. I could put on a beanie for it, too. Dude, I got like 4 beanies. I also got 2 MAGA hats and this army cap. Yes, that's how engineering works. Oh, very interesting. You know what's really interesting? The fact that for some reason, it has stopped picking up audio from
From
Discord.
oh,
Oh, now it does. Fucking seriously? Like, now that I go into the options, it just started picking up audio.
don't you
Maybe I should
love
do my job for once.
technology?
I want to fucking punch technology in the throat.
Same.
Understandable.
That's weird. Your audio balancing seems a little off.
What do you mean my audio bouncing seems off?
You're a bit louder than the 3 of us, like more so than usual.
That was
That
not an energy thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, here's the thing. It stands out because you don't usually fuck with the audio balancing unless it's a new person who doesn't know how to mic.
Let me see if this helps. Does that help at all? Say words.
Hang on.
I was gonna say something very racist, but
Yeah, Gray came in just perfectly.
Okay, good. So yeah, before we start this podcast, which is why I still haven't changed it over yet, I do want to complain. Speaking of punching people in the throat.
Is
So
this
my
something that
job.
needs to be muted?
No. So my job recently, the containers for the objects we handle, went from vacuum sealed tight packs to a loose recycled plastic alternative, right?
Okay.
So-
Normally this is a good thing, but judging by the way you're
So
already starting
we have
spit-
to store this package.
Oh.
And we store this package by stacking it on top of each other. Now, the
Yeah.
tight vacuum sealed packs stacked perfectly on top of each other. We never had any issues stacking them. They were great to stack. We loved stacking them because of how easy they were to stack.
I missed nothing important.
These new packages that they're packed in are fucking trash. They can't even stack 3 high. Back when we used to stack them 8 high, and they flop fucking everywhere. And they are the worst. Also, they tear at the slightest breeze. And I just want to throat punch whoever in design said, yeah, this is how we're going to start sending shit to people.
Yeah, I understand your frustration.
Well, I am glad that I missed nothing important, but I am sorry that Sneaky has to suffer incredible
not.
stupidity.
are you though?
No, you're not. It's
dude,
happening
don't-
to him. You know it's funny.
It's gonna be fucking awful, man. You have no idea. We have 4 people that are gonna be out for the next 2 weeks. My job, by the way, to give you a perspective, we have 12 employees working that area. 4 of them aren't going to be there.
You are literally losing.
Oh
6
my
of your
god!
workforce.
A third, no, a fourth.
4th.
Numbers.
It is going to suck. It sucks so hard because it's not like we do work today and then we just keep working on it. It's each day has X amount of work that has to be done before we're allowed to leave the building.
I see.
Oh boy.
It is so bad. My supervisor and the branch manager are both assisting on the floor.
You know what? Props to them for being willing to actually work the floor.
Oh,
least,
the reason why they're working the floor is because upper management gets super fucking pissed when they look at the stats and they're like, why do we have 8 people with 20 hours of overtime?
yeah, it's funny how people get in management positions don't understand. No. You're not just managing, you're expected to still run the floor when it's needed.
Yeah.
It's like-
You're also expected to not make the fucking schedules align, so we're missing a fourth of our workforce.
Yeah, sorry, by the way, I thought you said you were missing 2 people for 4 weeks, not 4 people for 2 weeks.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Y'all hear me?
oh, you switch those numbers, it is so much worse.
Oh, it's fucking
Y'all hear
terrible.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you,
Hello,
Stanish. Good thing that Stanish is here, because that means we can now start with what I wanted to cover today.
Oh no. You should
Okay,
run.
okay.
My
How can y'all?
crippling alcohol addiction after this
How does
podcast.
it sound?
You sound great, Stanish.
Kind
Hello.
of, but it's alright.
You're-
I mean, you're
slightly audible.
you're ironically clearer, but you're quieter at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, y'all are just gonna have to turn me up. That's just what it is.
It is what it
I'm outside. I'm at the store right now, so you're stuck with me like this.
Oh, wait, didn't I fucking already get through this story? No.
Which-
no,
what story?
we got through the obscure tome. We've covered this already.
I think we have.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
almost positive we've covered this already.
When
Yeah.
I was around or when I wasn't around?
No, we don't fucking care about you. That's not the point right now.
Ouch, bud. Ouch.
Well, no, you
You're
being
bringing on
here
for a rage
is
machine,
is
but okay.
largely irrelevant.
We have
to what
literally
you cover.
3 years of work we've covered before you were here. So
No, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
though. I was just asking if we had covered it when I was around.
you weren't here. No.
Okay,
No.
thank you.
Okay, so for our first story tonight, I want to do a Percy
By the
Jackson.
way, oh god, I'm not
That's
sure why we're
disgusting.
doing more of that. I do feel obligated to tell people that there's an actually entertaining streamer on, and they could go watch Sir Action Slacks.
I should ban you.
Yeah, do it.
I'm
What?
pretty sure that is like corporate
Official
something.
Espionage?
No, it's not espionage.
Insubordination?
No, it's not insubordination. It's like if you
Treason?
worked for Colgate, but then we're like, hey
Yeah,
guys,
treason
you
is
should
a
go
better-
use
Corporate,
Tom's.
like,
Yeah, isn't that just treason?
insider trading or
Ins-
something like that?
no, it's
Something
not.
like
It's,
that.
Inside-
it's not insider.
No,
What?
that's
He
not.
doesn't have money on that.
That's not
fucking
insider.
hotel.
No, insider trading
Espionage.
is
That's
far
what I'm looking
worse.
for. Hey,
Okay.
Isn't like fucking.
I appreciate the compliment, Aura, but Slacks is far funnier than I am usually. But he also does just talk about Dota stuff typically, or play
Yeah,
games really bad, so it's not everyone's cup of
Literally
tea.
no one else cares.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's doing shit nobody cares about, how is that entertaining?
I mean, if it's something you
entertaining
care
to
about.
a very specific subset of people.
All right, so
As are
this
most
one,
streamers.
so this one's pretty fucking cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Just the stats on it are also real cringe. So that's what we're gonna read tonight. All right. So tonight's first story is going to be a Percy Jackson pure story,
Oh no.
Oh god.
and where the fuck, Snaz? Where the fuck are? Turn off Snaz. There we go.
Turn off what?
Not you. Just one of my programs.
Oh, okay.
So this is Son of the Moon. Now, to anyone aware of Percy Jackson, they should already know what's going to be happening.
No.
What's going to be happening.
I think I know what's happening. I don't want it to happen.
Yeah.
This
Why?
is no good.
Don't forget the. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Now, I will say here's some of the stats before I get into any reading of anything. Here's some of the stats. Family Adventure, rated M. 57 chapters, 110,000 words. 1,600 reviews. 3,000 favorites. 3,000 follows, and it has been updating since 2013. Last update was in January.
Who is that anyway?
Damn.
Who is it?
Wait.
I'm on the podcast.
I gotta be a little impressed by that, yo.
Okay,
And
wait.
the word
Well,
count is 110,000.
hold on. Before you get too impressed with it, right? So 57 divided by 7, right? So this lad here, he has released 8 chapters per year, totaling a whopping 16,000 words. To put that into perspective, Gray and I wrote a chapter of 16,000 words in 3 days.
That's pretty
Woo!
Um,
fast.
Sneaky, don't you mean 1,600?
No, because 16,000 words. Because each chapter is around 2,000 words.
Where we go?
Oof.
Yeah,
2,000 a
you know
year.
the stat literally tells you it's 110,000.
Yes, and each
Okay, I'm missing.
chapter would be around 2,000 words. Because
Each chapter is
2
2,000.
I'm missing your math. I'll fully admit to that.
2 times 57 is around 114, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that, Sneaky.
Right.
Exactly. Actually.
So, yeah, you add 3 zeros to that, and you get 2,000 words per
Sneaky,
chapter.
I'm going to shove my fist down your throat.
Should be
It's
more
not going to be
specific about
pleasant
why.
for either of us. You're
The
saying
one-
he wrote a chapter of 16K. Do you mean he wrote the
8
equivalent of one of your chapters?
8 chapters.
8
per year,
chapters
Matt.
per year.
Yes, and you... Okay, I'm aware. The problem is you said a chapter of 16
No.
at first.
8 chapters per
Wait, so
year,
first conversation I've been
totaling 16,000 words,
I will
which
not
is
be
equal
quiet.
to a chapter of Grey's and Eyes fic.
Yeah, I literally just said your math wasn't coming through because I misheard you. I'm still going to shove my fist down your throat. It's not gonna be
This
fun
is
for
why
either of us.
Atten's gonna have the emergency max
Get to
button.
the fucking, what's it called? Get to the chapter.
Fuck
Holy
you!
shit.
Axe is gonna
Static,
have the
we're not
emergency
getting
button.
to this chapter.
Right? Max
I'm
has the
confused.
emergency button for Atten and knows when they come to kill me. Atten's gonna be in charge of the emergency max button when you see him suddenly sprint out of his chair down the hall.
No, see, I think what'll need to happen is, Sneaky, I think we'll need to find, like, an old colleague of yours from the security days, and they'll each have the button, right? And they'll just have a camera, right? He'll be playing, like, Five Nights at Freddy's, only his job is to keep us from murdering each other.
He gets paid, what would he get paid? 20 an hour over the course of however long the streams go?
Oh no, I would say roughly around $2. That sounds reasonable.
Leaving Sneaky aside, we'll pay the guy. No, whatever they get paid, they'll get paid. That's something to work out when we actually have it, right? But like, I imagine he'll just be watching the cameras. It'll just be like a really fat, wheezy Foxy whenever one of us leaves the room.
Indeed. Wait, Son of Artemis. Yes, Son
Please
of
note,
Artemis.
I
yeah.
included all of us in that.
Also,
in different degrees.
by the by, I only get wheezy after I'm done running. I'm not wheezy while running. I will
Yeah.
sprint at
Okay.
you full charge. It's just afterwards I'm gonna start coughing up a lung.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I just, again, that's what I'm saying. It'll be like, right? It'll just be like Foxy, right? Just thump, 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 thump. Crap, which room are they going to? And just slams the corresponding
I
red
can't-
button.
It screams at everyone. Oh shit! Who are they going to? Slams all the buttons.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, there'll be a red button to right? It'll be labeled Sneaky, Max, Atin, Nose, right? And each button locks down the corresponding room.
Can I just say, I appreciate that the compound progressively becomes more like, oh, now Nose is here. Oh, we're slowly turning into an asylum whenever it's time to stream.
Yes.
It
That-
just progressively gets worse and worse.
I figure that's roughly what it'll get to.
That's fair. I don't think you can stay honest and still say that we won't end up trying to kill each other.
Here's the thing. It won't be me trying to kill you. It will literally just be me seeing how far I can push the human body.
Which may result in his death Just coincidentally, mind you.
Anyway,
We can listen. We can always write it
happen.
off as for science.
dude.
Exactly.
So this
What?
is
No,
Son of
no,
the Moon.
The only way we're gonna be able to write his sad corpse off as science is seeing just how, like, messed up his internal organs can get from the damage he's inflicted.
Sneaky, I have a pre-mortem waiver for you to sign about
Yeah,
donating your body to science.
I'm absolutely not
Pre-mortem
fucking
wave.
signing that.
Okay, but Sneaky, I have like 3 or 4 friends who did go on to be doctors. When you actually die, right? I don't want to kill you, but when you die, I absolutely want to send them your body for science.
No, I'm sorry. I have to request that my body gets immediately incinerated.
He's gone on record for this. He wants cremation immediately.
I want immediate cremation. I don't want to be involved in any sort of zombie shenanigans. I don't want to be involved in any sort of now I'm waking up as someone else shenanigans. Look, I've seen the fucking movies, okay? I don't want to be.
Wait,
If
you're telling
anyone,
me that if we had the option to wake
anyone-
you
You
up
make
as
Bonzo?
like in like a John Cena body, you wouldn't take that?
I would die. That is how
Yes,
all of those
yes,
movies
that
end.
is the prerequisite for it.
Yeah, that is how all those movies end. They always die in the end. I don't want to be involved in any of that shit. If it was gonna happen to someone, it's gonna end up being me, and it's gonna be fucking awkward as hell, and then it's gonna end up with someone like assassinating me or some shit. And that's way less cool than probably however I died in the first place.
What
know
if we
what?
What
See-
if we bionic man you? You'll be worth $6 million.
You say
And
I
you
want
get your own
immediate
people.
cremation when I
That's
die,
not
as if
how
you
it
won't suddenly die in some sort of massive explosion. I mean, that is a fair point. I would likely be involved in a massive explosion, which is probably what killed me.
I feel like you should qualify that statement by, like, simping to the U.S. government. Because,
Yeah,
Talking
the
about
Predator drone would
dying
probably
of-
hit me dead on, so you guys probably wouldn't need to cremate me.
No, but seriously, you should probably qualify that statement that you are not planning anything of ill intent towards the U.S.
Here's the
government
problem.
when you-
He can't guarantee that.
Hold up. I can certainly guarantee that in the next 24 hours, I won't do anything to the U.S. government.
I feel like if he's in an explosion, it's gonna be because he tried to mix something in his fuel that he knew he shouldn't have.
I hear if you add aluminum, it makes your car go faster.
Yes.
Anyway, so this is Son of the Moon, a story in which Percy Jackson is raised by Artemis, a person who hates men. I don't see
God.
anything that could go wrong here.
The
Fucking
only
feminist.
way I'm gonna tolerate this as
Mhm.
an even remotely acceptable idea is
Yeah.
if Artemis is doing terrible things to him. Like
Uh,
you aren't allowed to unless Artemis gives him the Dark Sun Gwendolyn treatment. It's not even gonna remotely fly.
I mean, Artemis can literally turn people into girls. That's
right, I forgot that.
she can literally do that. So I mean,
What book did they reveal that fresh hell in?
I don't think it was ever revealed. I think it was just
What we're saying
mentioned.
is Percy's gonna be, or whoever this character is gonna be really fucked up. Like really should be really fucked up.
Probably,
yeah.
Like,
probably should be excessively fucked up. Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Just, totally wrecked by his. Probably have a terrible mommy complex, and probably a daddy complex. And
Well,
probably a lot of other shit.
You're ignoring the just horrid general confusion that would ensue.
Well, no, that's not really
Yeah,
even
no.
confused. It really depends on how they would raise the kid, but it's gonna be pretty bad in general unless they like decide to 180 the personality of everyone inside of
Well, I
Artemis.
mean, it's also gonna dramatically alter, like when it's done, drastically alters that.
Okay,
Well,
how
no,
about this then? A good one would be like her just abandoning him at like Camp Half-Blood and leaving him to be like raised there, because it makes sense
I
that
guess,
she would kill him, but maybe she would just abandon the kid. And then there's the whole like abandonment, like the dealing with all that shit, the feeling of self-loathing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that
that
come
would
with
be
a kid
fine.
being-
I don't know underplayed creations. I'm pretty sure Artemis and all of her her hunters are definitely turfs. I feel like they would be definitely turfs.
Oh yeah, they don't accept the
Dude, they are so turfs.
the new method
I,
of
I think they would be so turfy they would make other turfs look less turf.
make fucking JKR look like a fucking, I don't know, intersectional feminist or something.
Now,
Pretty
I was
much,
gonna say,
yeah.
to be fair, is it really a turf if it's look, either you want to be a woman or not? I can make it happen, but make up your mind.
No, I would say turf because they specifically would not recognize trans people as women, and they would be very hardcore on that.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, they're
Because
right,
of course
though.
they wouldn't, because with a snap of her fingers, she can make
Well,
it be.
that's not why they wouldn't recognize it. That's
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, but
you are
for their own
correct
reasons.
in the logical deduction of why they would have that opinion, but
I'm
that
just
that
saying,
is not
they
why
would
they have
actually
that opinion.
Sneaky, I recognize what you're saying. I'm just saying they do have a logical, like, right? You could back it up with an actual reasoning. Like, why are you like this? Because I can literally solve your complaint with a snap of my fingers. Just make sure you want it.
Yeah.
So backseat on this.
Yeah.
By the way,
10
what
10 years
happens if
later,
what
I
happens
regret
if someone
everything.
joins her
Right.
hunters, gets made into a woman, and
Yeah.
then at some point breaks the oath?
They get kicked out and they pretty much die. I think it depends on
Yeah,
how long they've
probably.
been in the hunters, but
Right.
the oath itself is what's keeping them
I'm sorry,
alive and young.
Right, but like, let's say, right, you join up, you're in there for 10 years, you get out, you screw up, you're out. Like, does she also send you back to being a guy, or is she just like, no, you chose to give that part up. That's forever.
Oh no, that part's permanent. No, she
Okay.
doesn't have, because she's the goddess of maidens, so she can turn people into maidens.
But
But
Gotcha.
it's a one-way street. You know. And I'm pretty sure at that point, if you fucked up after being turned, she would just flat out kill you. I don't
Yeah, I
think
mean, you're probably right about that.
I don't think you have to worry about like some sort of consequence from the oath being lost or something. I'm fairly certain Artemis would just take you out back and gut you like a fish, literally.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
Make a
mean,
nice
yeah,
little
you're probably
fucking
right.
intestines.
I really feel like Artemis inspired part of the mobster movement in that universe. Because, because she
Potentially.
just fucking gags people.
Wouldn't say you're wrong.
Anyway.
You might also not be right, but
So anyway, Sally
close,
Jackson
pretty
dies when Percy is Bab. Oh, there we go. Stanch is gone. Rip. Big old ripperoo.
yeah,
Oh, he's dead. What a shame.
What a bitch.
too bad.
He is taken in by most unlikely of goddesses and raised by her and the hunters. This is his story. So, not only does he stay a guy, he's raised by her and the hunters. And that's actually something I was trying to talk about earlier, is because it's like, if he stays as a guy, and they hate men, that kid's gonna be really fucked up mentally, because they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, men are just awful in every single way. Here, let me tell you every single day about how awful men are. And then anytime he does anything remotely what they consider mannish, which, as Rick did show in the books, they are completely hypocritical. They are utterly hypocritical. And it's why I call them feminists, because it's okay when they do it, but if a man does it, therefore it's oppression.
Of course.
I mean,
Culture.
Pretty
That's how
obviously
things
just
work.
cunts. Like, just generally. The only cool one is Talia. Literally the only cool one.
Well, yeah, but that's only because she just joined and hasn't been utterly brainwashed by the fucking circle jerk that is Artemis and her hunters.
And she had, like, a thing against them to start.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure in like the next 300 years, when they're the only people that remain, and everyone that she's known and loved and liked has died and moved on, she'll start saying the same shit that she hated them saying.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true.
no, see, it's just they had such hard lives and they've become jaded and get the fuck out.
It's
I mean,
why
it
it's
makes
why
sense.
I mean, yes.
Now, I will
It
say that,
happens.
yes, it's also a really good example of how
Do you think Artemis
Do I think Artemis?
her group?
She wanted to know, do you think that she takes advantage of the girls that she...
Totally,
I think
utterly, absolutely. It's why I think bashing Artemis and the Hunters is so stupid, because Artemis, frankly, is a terrible goddess. She's absolutely the worst sort of person.
Bashing Artemis is definitely...
No, bashing is exaggerating characteristics to make a person look bad.
Okay. I thought you
Calling
meant
them
just
out
calling
is
them
totally
out,
fine. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. But like specifically making them more awful than they are, just so you can be like, look how awful these people are. It's completely nonsensical for them because they are awful people. Like, the opinions they hold are awful. How they go about them is awful. They're hypocritical all the time. And again, Rick does a great job of showing this in his stories. They constantly are like, oh, men are so prideful and they boast about everything, and then immediately they're like, what's referenced is at a time where during a capture the flag game between the Hunters and the Demigods, they fucking burned the whole camp down because they didn't want to lose.
Yes, that's what's known as a power move.
we didn't use I just burned down the entire forest so you couldn't win.
Look,
That's Russia.
if-
That's literally Russia.
I
if you
feel
can't
that
win, I
I'll
can't lose.
destroy everything that makes me a nation to
Scorched
kill you.
earth.
No, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
see, I feel like that's one of those things where it's like, technically you are correct, you didn't lose, but I feel that the moral victory is squarely in my court.
Yeah, they burned down the fucking camp just to win. Yeah.
There's also like the general attitude that Artemis instills in all these kids. Like,
Oh yeah.
first off, I don't really think it's a great idea to instill these children who are already. like, she said,
Big
they
F's
take
in
advantage-
chat. Death of author and activated.
God damn.
Oh,
Rick Redoran has said on Twitter that Artemis accepts trans people.
Oh.
Big F's in chat, boys.
Damn, dude.
oh
That
my
fucking
god, that's
sucks.
amazing. That's amazing.
Death of the author activated
Death to the author activated.
in Minecraft.
Of course.
But, yeah, nah, either way, this kid's gonna be fucked up unless the author somehow pulls out of their ass a reason as to why a bunch of female supremacists totally don't raise this kid.
Or
Themselves.
they'll act like the kid is better for it. Like it'll be like the weird like it's only abuse when a family they don't like does it. You know what I mean? Like it's only abuse when the Dursleys do it. Or it's
Right,
Oh,
yeah, right,
Listen,
yeah.
listen. I hit my kid every time he talks with his mouth open. Now he doesn't talk with his mouth open. He's better for it. When you hit your kid, it's bad. When I hit my kid, it's fine. Don't you question me. That kind of thing.
Somebody clip that.
Oh yes, yes, because
First
it's
Brazilian.
abundantly obvious from my bad accent that I'm being serious.
I don't know,
No,
maybe
no.
people just
We
think
gotta
you talk
remember
like that normally.
Pablo can clip anything out of context. Okay, anything.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So far we got, Max wanna shoves fists down people's throats, Atin wants to beat his child, and Stanishia keeps a 9-year-old in his basement.
And Sneaky, God, there's just so
Oh,
much
I
for
have
Sneaky.
Sneaky
You,
has died 3 or 4
you see,
times.
no, I have,
So,
I have spanned the widest of range. I have cast my net so massively, you can't even pinpoint me for anything now.
no, you
It-
died
it's
on
a-
stream.
It's a
already
big
great.
brain maneuver, you see.
We were waiting to see if you had died for like a solid 10 minutes of air of a podcast. Just like, hey, can someone get in contact with his family? Make sure he's not dead.
No, that wasn't what we said. Our specific question was, did he kill himself?
Oh.
There's a difference.
There we go. I think I clipped it right.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you for reminding me to Jameson. Ugh. Woo! Alright, let's get this started! Artemis was running down the beach at Montauk. She had been tracking a monster and she had just seen it go after a mortal woman and her infant child, whom she had been watching fondly for the past few days. Suddenly, she heard the woman scream in pain. Scream in pain, comma, ellipses. Why?
Oh yes. Because the author doesn't know punctuation.
Followed
course.
by the monster. What? Comma, a cyclops, comma, yelling out in fright, semicolon. What? When she
This is,
rounded the
the longest
bend,
sentence I've seen in a while.
Artemis stopped in shock, comma, the child, comma.
Just a lot of commas.
What? Who couldn't be older than 7 or 8 months, comma, was standing in front of the mother and glaring defiantly at the beast, but that wasn't the most amazing thing. What?
Oh, they consistently misspell amazing
All
as a
of the
bad
commas.
pun.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Wait, amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but technically all the most of these commas are technically used correctly, but that is a lot of commas. His
It's,
sentence could have been broken up in
Yeah,
2 or 3 spots. and it
it's
should
what I have
been.
to do
Yeah.
to Gray's sentences sometimes, because I'll be reading it and I'm just like, this
Yeah.
entire
Oh,
paragraph
does Gray do like a bunch of run-on
Gray,
sentences?
no,
when
see,
he
the
doesn't
problem
need
is
to?
that Gray actually appropriately uses commas correctly. It's just the sentence just
too
keeps
many of
going.
Yeah. I'm aware. He's been doing that since 2016, at least. Gray, right? Because I've been editing for Gray. Well, I was editing for him several years ago, and we've been over this a couple times. I mean, I do it myself, like just not to that extent.
Well, all right then.
The amazing thing was that the ocean water around him, around the child or the Cyclops? I guess the
Yes.
child. Was
yeah.
Context
swirling
would say the
faster
child.
and faster before it formed a hand. Oh, right. Whirlpools make hands. Duh, right, of course.
Yeah, I mean that's what Naruto taught me.
What?
I'm sure it's happened at some point in a Naruto game or spin-off or something.
Naruto, we can't go there. Why? What's over there? It's the whirlpool of hands. What?
You know, surprisingly enough, I don't think that's happened in anything Naruto related outside
No,
of like
it
fan
really
fiction,
hasn't.
maybe.
Yeah.
Like, no, see, what Naruto does is it makes whirlpools and then transforms them into dragons.
Right.
Sometimes, I think there's at least one person who just straight up created octopus tentacles to beat shit at him.
Yeah, that was B, and he doesn't create them. He summons them from Gookie.
No, you know what? I might be thinking of a filler arc with the three tails, the big
Impossible.
old turtle.
Yeah.
I feel like that was done with the turtle at some point.
I don't think it was the turtle. The slug had little tentacles.
The turtle had tails, actually, not tentacles.
You know, I was gonna say, no, the slug could split off little slugs.
That was disturbing, by the way. That haunted my dreams.
Wait a second.
The Tsunade's slug?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we're talking about the 6-tailed slug.
Oh, my apologies. I would
Wait,
say the
was
only slug I could remember
six-tailed
was.
slug?
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah,
six
that's
tails
right.
is a slug.
It was a weird it was a weird slug. Yeah,
big
that
bubbles, like my brother said.
that design.
I actually love it. It's like a horrible monster in my opinion. Like it's the
No,
one that
but-
makes
no,
me feel monstrous.
No, but here's why though. Like of all of them, it's actually the friendliest looking, and it uses bubbles. one of the least threatening
What do
things
you
in the
do?
world
I make
turned-
bubbles. Oh, what do the bubbles do? They explode!
They also are supposed to be like
Japanese
acidic,
bubble.
by the
Yeah,
way.
there's- there-
Okay.
They burn your skin.
He can adjust the bubbles' viscosity and acidity.
Yes,
It's like,
they're
well,
acid.
I can make a trap, or I can make acid,
Just-
or I can
I
do an
imagine
acid
like
trap.
a
Which
kid
would you like?
popping like a Genny popping a bubble, and then just like his hand is gone.
Yeah, that's
acid-
basically yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just like the horror of war type thing you could do with that is fun.
Also, the other thing that we found out is Max and I, in our quest of writing an accurate Dark Souls story, discovered that acids are highly flammable and highly explosive.
Yes, a number of acids. I believe it was explosive No,
It-
it was
it-
explosive something.
No, it was
Rapid unstable
thermal.
disassembly.
No, it was thermal, explosive thermal decomposition. I believe the term was.
I am looking this up as we speak to be certain. Yes, explosive thermal decomposition. Oh, scholarly articles. Yes,
Yeah.
thanks. Wow.
Yeah, explosive thermal decomposition basically means that when it reaches a certain degree of heat, it will explosively decompose as it breaks into its component parts.
No.
And most of the time, these acids that have such a property to them basically chain reaction themselves. So only like a single molecule has to reach that heat for the entire thing to just explode simultaneously. It's great. It's fucking fantastic.
Power move.
Yeah. Oh.
We looked up some of that shit, like videos, and it's like, oh, oh, so that's why they have the warning labels. Oh,
Yeah, fun thing about those, they're there for a reason.
I think we specifically looked up if I think we were going off the thing that the dragon just had like hyper acidic.
it was some form of digestive acid. Yeah,
It was a
that
digestive, and they're like, well, does this acid naturally occurring? Can this go through explosive? Can this be exploded? Oh God, yes, it can.
oh boy, does it love exploding. The melting point for this acid where it starts exploding was 70 degrees. It was
Just
like,
oh
oh boy. But it was like a 9 or something on the acidity scale. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
God
man.
damn.
Our research was a little ridiculous for that story.
Well, I was gonna say that's like I mean, that's like the time Sneaky got curious about thermite and was like, I can make this in my house.
Oh, no, I knew about that for a long time. I used to make that. In Minecraft.
U.S. government, he's not serious.
Ah yes, of course, my favorite Minecraft block. Thermite.
Thermite.
I love strip mining with thermite.
I mean, there isn't much left after you mine with thermite, I'm just saying.
Yeah, except, you know, heat resistance things, like, oh, I don't know, nothing.
Well, as my father says, anything will burn if the fire's hot enough, and what's thermite's burning point? 35,000 degrees? 3,000 degrees? Something like that? It's something stupid. It's something real fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
It's up there.
What if I just unleashed like a miniature
Hang on.
sun?
Like,
Uh.
it
Yeah,
fucking
no,
love-
when I found
Okay,
out,
wait.
it's
I
a
love
thermite, I was like,
chemistry.
oh God, why is this just so simple to make? I'm not even sure where
Okay,
I
wait, so
first.
thermite burns at 3500 degrees Celsius, and diamonds melt at 4000 degrees Celsius. So technically, diamond blocks will survive thermite, making it the optimal way to
what
find
degree?
diamonds in Minecraft.
What degree do diamonds melt at?
4027 Celsius.
Is that when they melt or when they start burning?
Melt.
Mm.
I don't think they burn.
No, diamonds burn. Oh, they're
They do.
carbon. Diamonds burn. I've watched plenty of burning diamond videos.
Yeah, okay, never mind. They'll burn at 850. never mind. Back to that.
That is not optimal.
The ignition temperature of diamond in air is about 900 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, they burn. They burn quite hard too. They're very very hot burners.
Fair enough. I was
Which-
wrong.
I mean,
Considering
admittedly,
the ignition point. Yes, I would hope they're hot burners.
Which I mean, to be fair, diamonds are effectively hyper compacted coal. So
Yeah,
You-
I should have thought about that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, honestly.
And it's just one of the things that people don't really put a lot of thought into.
Yeah, so
Because how
I
often are
wonder
you
if
gonna be like,
diamonds burn.
how often are you gonna have the thought, I should burn a diamond?
I mean, it just looks like a shiny rock. Honestly.
just like how diamonds are actually quite brittle. It's
Yeah.
they just cut
Yeah.
really well. They're
Yeah,
really good
because
cut.
the structure.
Now just I
I'm aware of
imagine
that.
Arn going into an isekai of like Minecraft and then like making thermite and then watching like
yes.
I'm gonna get all the diamonds and then fucking it up because he doesn't realize.
Hey, wait, so you're telling me he pulls the Russia hole to hell? I'm gonna make all the diamonds! Oh, that ain't going out anytime soon, is it? Oh.
Ever. I need to move biomes, I guess.
Just that hole's just permanently on fire from now on.
If he gets
Yeah.
isekai in a Minecraft, it's gonna have to be a mod pack of some sort.
Oh boy.
True.
There are certain components that he will not have access to that he needs for that plan.
Aluminum.
Otherwise-
Yeah,
It's
like all
Some
of
kind of final solution mod pack, perhaps, to give
Oh,
him everything.
yes.
Dr. Stone.
We'll stick
I-
him in Tech It.
Shit.
What if he had a final solution mod pack? Max. Ah, yes, take it.
I mean, I have built Holocaust ovens in Minecraft before.
Oh, God,
Automated.
we're moving on from
Isn't
this.
there a very famous
We're
clip
moving
of
on
someone
from this.
building
I will-
Auschwitz in
Yeah.
I will
Minecraft?
delete all of you from the world.
Hang on. Like,
Anyway,
I'm gonna find
once the boy collapsed, Artemis ran forward and looked at the woman. She was bleeding out on the sand with the beast's weapon in her stomach. What kind of weapon was a Cyclops using that it got stuck in a person? It doesn't say. It just says the beast's weapon.
Oh god. Oh, we're gonna have to like remove this video once Stanish is done looking at it.
The mighty
Oh,
pointed
God.
stick. Oh, yes. No.
Well, you know, it'd be real interesting one day to see someone walking around with a big old club. It's like, why is your club pointed? Sometimes you just feel like stabbing.
It gives bonus to stab damage. I also imagine that the person using this club it has it as basically a fucking tree trunk, and the tips pointed on the tree trunk, and it's like, I don't care how much you say gives bonus to stab damage. You're not stabbing anyone with that. At the tree trunk, at the point where that becomes a stab weapon, you have bigger problems on hand.
Yeah, when your tree trunk starts to look like a dagger, then you know you have problems.
It's like, what exactly are you fighting?
Hey, don't ask questions you don't need the answer to.
I
Dragons,
actually really need the answer to this one, so I can not be in the
Yeah.
area.
Now just I imagine it's a DM trying to deal with like unruly sneakies. Like, I want to be a giant and have a tree, but I also want to be able to stab people.
See, it's actually funny that you say that, because I was in a campaign with Faceless where he made me a giant who had a tree as a weapon. Sorry, no, I didn't have a tree as a weapon. I had nothing as a weapon, and I was just like, I'm a large creature, right? And he's like, yeah, and I have 28 strength, right? Yeah, I'm gonna grab that tree and beat someone with it. Oh.
The DC to pick up the tree.
Yeah, he was like, I guess roll strength to pick up the tree, and I crit it, and I fucking beat someone to death with it, and he's like, oh. To be honest, I didn't
wonder
expect
what-
you to do that.
I wonder what he would have put it at. Like, what is the DC to get that?
Well, I mean, considering that I was larger than the tree and my strength was literally beyond godlike, not too high.
I know, like, I was just curious.
Probably 5 or 10 at best.
Like, literally, for you.
Can I
Also
just start
boys.
throwing boulders at this guy? I mean, technically they're basically rocks to you, so I guess.
Oh man, I'm now home and it's raining.
Good.
Pouring Rain. If y'all
I
can
hope
hear
you
that,
drown in a flood.
I'll be fine. But I do have a milkshake.
Do the beans float?
Do beans float? I mean, yeah, pretty much. Beans are actually pretty good against the water, you know.
Yes. Today
We
I
swim
learned.
all the way to Norway.
God damn it.
That's a reference most people there will.
Inside joke, yes, indeed.
Yeah. Good times.
Anyway,
good times.
let's see, blah 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 blah. When the woman saw her coming, her eyes widened, Lady Artemis, ? She asked cautiously, period. Nodding, Artemis decided that she shouldn't be surprised. Okay. The boy was clearly a demigod, so his father must have told the woman about the gods. Your injury is beyond my ability to heal, period, end quote, period.
Hmm.
I figured that, but can you promise me something? You know, you're very talkative and very fluent for someone who is apparently has a tree trunk shoved in her in her chest.
Some
By the
sort
way,
of weapon
why?
in the chest.
You know, your injury is beyond my power to heal. I don't know. You've healed a lot of injuries. And even if you
Yeah, but
can't,
not that one, apparently.
surely you could ring up someone. Like, you
Wait
know,
a second. Couldn't she, like, at least stall until she could get someone else there?
like, j- literally any kind of,
You
like,
couldn't interfere.
EMT work.
Well, I mean, her brother is Apollo, the god of healing. Just throwing that
I mean,
out
that would
there.
probably work too.
I mean, mostly the reason justified why in Rick's story that the gods don't do that sort of shit for people is we're not allowed to interfere in mortal affairs. They can kind
Unless
of
it's our dick.
well, they can kind of squeegee by if it's a godling kid because it's like they're kind of half mortal, so we can sort of get away with some shit. But this woman is specifically mortal, and Artemis would just be like, I would love to help you, but you're neither a maiden nor a demigod. So.
See?
Sorry, your
Your
privilege.
teachers back at Catholic school were right. Having sex is wrong. If you hadn't had sex, you wouldn't be dying to an ogre right now.
Yeah, what if she was raped by Zeus?
That's fairly
I
common.
mean, she probably was, yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's fairly common, so.
I'm pretty
Happen.
sure the saying goes, if it's a god, it's consensual. I mean, that's what Mary said.
Ooh,
Damn.
Technically speaking, as
fucking
far as
ooh.
we know, Mary was not consulted. Mary was just told.
I mean, it's gotta be a
Hey,
pretty
wait.
big oof, to be honest. To just
Called? What is that thing called when you're fucking a girl and then you take the condom off without telling her? Ghosting? No, it's not ghosting.
No, ghosting is when you just stop
you don't-
replying to someone's
Yeah.
contact information,
Yeah,
dude.
what is it?
isn't Artemis the goddess of pregnancy? Sort
Is that
of.
Hera?
No, Artemis
Hera?
is involved with pregnancy because, as the myth goes, she was born before Apollo and helped Apollo be delivered from Hera. I think it was. Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
not Hera.
fucking no, dude.
Whoever gave birth to Apollo and Artemis, she was delivered first, but she's the younger sister. Don't
yes.
don't ask.
course.
Don't ask.
Fucking Greek.
And then
Listen, if Zeus can turn himself into
yes. Into
Yeah,
yes.
anything he
Anything.
wants and still
Literally
somehow
anything.
get normal
Women
human
pregnant?
women, normal
Yeah.
human pregnant?
It's called divine seed.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
you'd know.
It
It-
works for everything.
Divine
I
seeds.
bet you would know, wouldn't you, Stannis?
Yes.
Hey, mine is. So what can I say? I got a lot of
Oh,
happy
that's what you
babies.
try to tell them after you roofie him, huh?
Oh God, Jesus, we're
No,
not
I just
having
have
this
a lot of
conversation.
tap dog.
All I'm saying is that if Stannis gets
Listen, I'm just
accused,
saying,
I am
dog.
agreeing with the accuser. Anything Stannis was accused of, he obviously did.
Fuck.
Naturally.
That is awful. Why would you say that?
Because it's true.
You just
Hey,
sat there talking about how
Because you're
divine your
you.
seed is. I'm
It was a joke, and we both know it.
I don't know. You
Oh, I
sounded
know
pretty
how to
serious.
I've
Jury's
built
still
thermite
out.
Before. I've built thermite before.
maybe we should ask the 9-year-old in your basement.
True.
That's him, officer. Oh God.
Listen, I'm no Shane Dawson, okay? I'm not fucking any cats.
Yeah, don't fuck cats, please.
Yeah, we were talking about cats though.
Just because
Talking
you're
about the
desperate for
9-year-old in your
pussy.
basement.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh God, especially cougars. Don't fuck cougars.
I think cougars are the only cats I can fuck, if we're being honest.
Oh God, fucking damn it.
Stop digging your hole worse.
We're moving on. Anyway,
digging to the
I
promised
figured that, but can you promise me something? What is it? Take my son with you and make him brave, strong, and noble. I know you hate men, but please, he's too young. He's innocent. And Artemis looked
No
at the
man is
kid.
innocent to Artemis. Come on, bullshit.
Wait, isn't that like just going to the cloud with a fucking little black boy? Like, I know he's black, but
Oh my
please.
fucking
No,
god.
oh my God, we're not.
Sorry, who?
We're not. We're not.
so
We're not
fucked
expanding on this. I will literally ban you.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck.
sure you will.
Do not test me. I will.
Ours compares the hatred a god has for a child, and the thought incorrectly that she has, right, that men are somehow evil to black babies.
We're not having this.
Look, okay, it makes
You are
sense in
so
context
fucked,
if you
my
think
dude.
about it.
No,
it doesn't.
I am-
It really
we're not having this
Fuck off.
discussion. We're moving
You're
on.
so stupid.
I swear on the river Styx, I will do everything I can to raise your son. The
She
woman
would not
smiled
do
and
that.
closed her. Yeah, no, she really wouldn't. The woman smiled and closed her eyes, going to Hades with hopes that in her heart her family. Wait, what the fuck? Period. End quote. Period.
What? That fucking sounds awful. I'm not even looking at it and it hurts my eyes.
Picking up the child, Artemis wrapped him in a blanket and cradled him to her chest. Come now, little one. Time for you to meet your new family.
No, they would not.
No,
wrap
that
this
is
child.
no.
I was gonna say, listen, unless the very next words are right after I fix something.
Right,
Or-
yeah.
Your family
Yeah,
again.
your new family at Camp Half-Blood, because I'm not fucking
Right.
with the kid.
Either like, well, maybe not family. Maybe if she still took the kid in, for some reason didn't abandon him at Camp Half-Blood and didn't turn him into a girl. Maybe she would take the kid in, never refer to him as family. They are not your sisters. I am not your mother. But just be like, I'm raising
I
you, and
just
that's it.
felt
Like,
really
Ooh,
sorry.
You know what you could do? This, I just got like an actual decent idea. You make it a former
Prawns.
huntress. Yeah, fuck you. You make it a former huntress who fell in love with a demigod and ends up leaving the hunt and, allowing yourself to age with him, right? They have kids. Eventually, they die. And so her finding the kid would be like this person that she helped raise and then, like, probably had some sort of maternal feelings for. And then being like, yeah, this kid is the child of one of my trusted lieutenants or something like that. Someone who was close to Artemis, right?
maybe,
And then
maybe.
I think that's what you have to do, because making it just a random woman, it feels like, why?
Well,
but
the
that's
problem
pretty wrong.
is that he's a demigod and he's already shown off his demigod power. and his
Yeah, but
his
it's
power is
not
kind
around
of
the
fucking
moon.
obvious.
Fucking the
Yeah.
mother of.
He's the
the
son of
protagonist.
Poseidon, and
Yeah.
that's kind of not one you can easily pass off. Like, literally, if it was anyone else besides the big three, you could probably pass it off as some random person's kid. But not Poseidon. I can breathe underwater. It's a little bit of indication who your daddy might be.
Like the kid. Have y'all seen the GIF, right, of the the Orthodox Church people like performing the baptism?
I
Like,
kept trying
and
to
then,
drown the baby, officer, but he just kept drinking all the bathwater.
Yeah, wait. So the Orthodox, but they play the GIF over, and so they loop it so that
Right.
the baby. It looks like they're dunking the baby over and over again.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great
seen that.
GIF.
It's pretty epic.
They're like, "Where's the money?" Just dunks the kid.
I'm pretty sure the punishment for a god breaking a cow on the sticks. Breaking a cow, you mean breaking a vow? Is stasis, and then they fuck off. No, actually, funnily enough, breaking a vow on the River of Styx is never actually defined in the story as a consistent punishment. Depending on how much they meant the vow, it can result in like power loss and immediate negative consequences. But also depending on the situation where they broke the vow.
Yeah.
Also depends on Zeus, because Zeus is actually the one that invokes the ancient laws, as
Okay,
far as
so I have
I'm
a
aware.
question. So let's say your promise to the River Styx was chastity, right?
Right.
And then someone rapes you.
Right.
Like, obviously, in that case, you'd probably look at the powers that be would look at it and be like, well,
Right.
No,
while we broke
actually,
the
the
vow-
Greek gods were pretty dickish most of the time.
But
Oh,
no,
yeah,
the
on
Greek
Greek
gods
especially.
aren't in charge of punishments from the River Styx.
Right, but I'm saying their interpretation would be like, yeah, you should have,
Okay,
stopped them.
but that's punishment from the Greek gods, not punishment from the River Styx.
Right.
That's completely different.
Right, but Zeus is the one who invokes the old laws, right?
Yes, but the River Styx itself also punishes you.
Ah,
you get
now I
punishment by
understand. Okay.
So it depends on who's forcing you. So let's say if it was Zeus who said, "Swear to me on the River Styx, you won't ever have sex again," right?
Right.
And then, or have sex, right? And then someone rapes you. Obviously, Zeus then could be like, "Well, you broke your vow. I'm gonna just fuck you over, right?" But
Or
the
fuck
River
you,
Styx
bend
itself-
over.
But
He
the
would
River
do something
Styx would
like
be
that.
like, "Nah, you're cool, bro. I
You're
get
right.
it."
Like in that scenario, if it was your vow made to Zeus on the River Styx, Zeus would be able to do shit to you, but Styx would also be able to do shit to you. But if it was an involuntary breaking of the vow, Zeus would still be able to be a massive cunt to you, but Styx would be like, you know what, you tried, but it wasn't exactly in your control.
Also, I think it might depend on if you know, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, how much. So, this is
Be
how much
real.
blame you have towards the vow being broken. You
Ah,
understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
what
So,
were you wearing when you went out?
oh my god, I knew you were gonna go there. I was trying to move on before we could hit that point. Let it go on the record that I am the less of extremes here.
Oh, fuck you. That's wrong. No.
no, let's be clear. In this particular instance, he was the less extreme.
Blah 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 blah. Our Lady Artemis, you've returned. Zoe was here. Phoebe ran up as well. Phoebe, really? Because I'm pretty sure Phoebe would fucking yeet the baby with the bathwater. I'm just saying.
Oh, what's
Unless
that?
Lady
Is that a
Artemis
baby
said
boy?
specifically-
Let's kill it before it
Like,
can cause problems.
all I'm
Yeah,
saying
unless
is,
Lady
Before it lays
Artemis
eggs.
specifically says, "Don't touch the kid," Phoebe's gonna fuck that kid.
All I'm saying is she has been depicted as the sort of person that requires the centrist to radicalism chart to be extended just for her to fit on the graph.
Yes, literally.
This is where we thought radicals were, then we met Phoebe. There's been an update.
The chart
Has
has been
extended.
updated to
You know
include
what she
Phoebe.
is?
Maybe the
It is
archives are
obviously
incomplete.
The fucking.
The archives are
Them all.
incomplete. You can help by expanding
Oh
it.
my god.
Sneaky,
Okay, wait.
sneaky. Patch notes.
Okay, patch notes, radicalism chart extended, Phoebe added.
Phoebe is the child of two radicalized people. You know, double the radical.
Oh my god.
Which, by the
Double
way, I think
radical
we
all the
absolutely
way.
need to get
Wouldn't
I
that be
think we absolutely
radical?
need to just start
Ew.
making that stupid shit post, right? Just pick a
Oh,
world
patch
that
notes? Oh, make it a series? Patch notes, the series, you know? For
my
Yeah,
whatever
like,
thing
you
goes.
start with Warhammer 40k. Timeline moved from Grimdark to Noblebright.
It's the April 1st patch notes.
No, sneaky. That the real trick there is April 1st patch notes. Timeline moved from Grimdark to Noblebright, then include everything they've done in the past, like, 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. This is your
Commissar
new...
Kane finally gets a model.
No, Commissar Kane would be treated the same way that Notch treated Herobrine. Commissar Kane officially removed from the game. Next patch notes. Commissar Kane officially removed from the game, this time for real.
Why they won't... I genuinely do not understand why they will not give Kane a model and rules. Like,
It's because he's dead. Duh.
no, he's not.
No, he's definitely dead. This time for real.
What are we
No,
talking about
no,
now?
sneaky. We know that he was actively involved in the Black Crusade.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. I'm making a joke.
One.
Anyway,
The one at the end, the one just before Papa
blow
Smurf
up?
woke up.
anyway.
That one.
So, Phoebe, this is your new baby brother Perseus. He's a demigod,
Bullshit.
and
Oh
his
my
mom
God,
was killed by a cyclops on hunting. And this little one used his powers to kill it. Also, just a point of note, demigods typically get their powers by the age of 10. This kid got his powers 9 years early.
Sneaky.
Over 9
man,
years early.
literally too angry to wait for level ups.
Indeed.
I don't know. I think you can finagle it and say he still was drawing. I don't know.
Anyway.
It's weird. It's
Its infant managed to kill a cyclops. Zoe looked on in awe. But he is a male!
Finally,
Thank
one of them
you.
is behaving the way they're supposed to.
Thank you, Phoebe, for your in-character addition to this story.
Based Phoebe.
I don't know if she's based.
Based cringe.
Yeah,
Based on Red Pill.
Yes, but we can raise him to be a good man.
Well,
Oh,
technically,
God.
based on
Ooh.
Pink
Like,
Pill.
is it the no? This feels like the noble savage trope.
This has got some base cringe going
yeah.
on here. She
The
told them,
masturbate.
gently rocking her new son. Wow, Artemis is
Oh,
really
no.
taken to this whole raising a kid thing for a virgin, maiden, goddess.
Very, motherly to this boy.
Yeah. Suddenly, the baby woke up and then looked at Artemis and was like, Mama! And then Artemis is like, Yep, totally, I'm your mom.
So cringe. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
These are your new sisters, Zoe and Phoebe. Hello, I'm Zoe. Z! I'm Phoebe. Fifi. They both
Wait a second.
instantly.
This
They,
is an incredibly articulate
they,
one-year-old.
they both inst. He's fucking 5.
7 months old.
Yeah, he's like 5 to 7 months old.
Oh Jesus, that's so much worse.
Yeah.
No, he is not talking. Fuck you.
But both girls
Author.
instantly warmed up to him.
No
What?
bullshit. They didn't.
Okay, can I point out how this author is now doing the exact thing you shouldn't, which is like, yes, all they needed was to hold a child to realize they wanted to be mothers.
Oh,
So,
Bad author.
Underplayed Creations has something to add to this. Clearly, the only The only explanation for this story is that all three of them are mastered by Aphrodite.
You know what? That would be a great fucking idea compared to this bullshit. Okay?
Oh, and then Lady Artemis, let's go introduce the baby brother to everyone else now.
Fuck
And so-
you! This
and so
is bullshit.
They
Holy
rush
shit.
off with the infant to go show him to everyone else. 11 years later, time skip.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, just totally just skip over probably the most critical part of this fic, where he's not fucking accepted by any of the man-hating feminists.
I would legitimately be less upset if they spent the next 3 chapters like, so they never
Just-
let him have pants.
just
and
shitting on him
they
all
did
the time?
this stuff, like.
Yeah.
No, they let him have pants because they didn't want to see his dick.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
They just
Yeah.
They
I mean,
castrated
you can
him.
make him wear a kilt or a skirt that's long, like.
All I'm
would
saying is
they-
they castrated him, probably.
I don't know about castrate, but definitely femmed him up.
Oh, sweet
Yeah,
of
like-
free baby.
Let's be clear. I would not read that story, but since we're reading this, author,
That story's better.
Oh, God.
Sadly, that fictional story we're making up is better than your bullshit.
Percy had grown in the 11 years he lived with the Hunters. Really? A baby grew at 11 years? Fucking
really? I thought he was
color
just,
me
you know,
surprised. Did you know that babies grow over the course of 11 years?
I did not.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
looking at the current generation, you might not think so.
That's true.
Dark Moon Perseus finna be a thing.
But like that at least would be like, at least then I could be like, okay, I can understand them accepting it if they were all just like, no, we'll just raise it as a girl and never tell it the truth.
Raise it as a girl and pretend like
Yo,
nothing's
that
wrong.
would actually be hilarious.
Pretend it's a stofo.
Yeah,
No.
no, like that's what we
Fucking
would
give
end
it
up
the
with.
give it the Gwendolyn achievement.
You know what? That would actually be funny. That would be so much better than this garbage.
Gwendolyn, my only daughter ran off with some fucker. I need to marry someone off to join the royal families and support this nation. You're a girl now. What?
What?
Percy the
This is
Trap.
ass. This is such ass.
Also,
Like
your
a
feet are
fucking
now
trap
snakes.
fic, a trap cringe fucking what is the word I'm looking for? Crack fic would be better than you failed as an author.
Right? Well, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? Let's put this in heavy context. If it was written mostly from a humorous angle and not some weird.
Oh,
creepy fetish
that's a
thing,
massive fucking dab. Oh, that's great. So
I'm saying,
apparently in the
if
later
they wrote
books,
it like a Stolfo, right? Like
I don't care.
I would find that at least entertaining.
According to
It's just
Underplayed
bad.
Creations, in the later books, Orion comes back. Apparently he's not dead for some reason.
What?
Yeah, so apparently Orion's not dead, and he turns out to be an utter Chad by killing all of the hunters and Amazons.
Holy
Based.
shit. That is based in Red Pill.
What a fucking Chad, goddamn.
Based on Chad Pill.
Wait, didn't all the Amazon, like a lot of them die because of fuck, didn't they go to the Roman camp
Yeah,
and break like the siege of the Roman camp essentially?
something like that, yeah.
Yes. They were in charge of a packing company or something stupid.
Oh, I love all the ideas that he has about like them running businesses on the side. Actually, like the guy who's a mattress salesman, who's also the.
I
master.
thought it was hilarious that there's a book publisher called the Three Muse Publishing. I
Yeah.
think that's
Oh,
clever.
that's pretty good.
That's witty.
That's a
yeah.
pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty witty.
But yeah, he has a lot of those like little nod ones that I like a lot.
Yeah. Oh yes, the Amazons ran a packaging company. Yes. Gee. Amazon packaging company.
Yeah, that was too
Hmm.
heavy-handed, honestly.
I don't know. I like it. I like it. It's good. It works for me.
Well, you're Mexican, so
Oh, Gaia offered him to become a beast of Gaia, and apparently he was like, "Fuck yeah!" And he, okay,
I mean,
all
like,
right,
he got fucked over by Artemis, so yeah.
I dig
do
it. Gaia comes to you, hey, you want to fucking kill some gods? Fuck yes, sign me
You
up.
wanna
Let's
kill
do this.
Some Artemis people? Oh, I can.
Sign
Yeah.
me
But
up.
please stop. My dick can only get so erect.
Literally. It's like, wait, I get to kill the bitches who did this to me? Who put me in the sky for literally ever?
Yeah, by the way,
You
Gray,
son of a
your
bitch,
job is
I'm
to go
in.
write the Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, Jesus. I'm just so used to garbage stories being Harry Potter. The Percy
Wait.
Jackson.
That's fucking sad.
Alright, to
That
be
does
fair,
not spell-
to be fair,
what am I supposed to do?
he's
You're
not
supposed
wrong.
to go write Harry Potter. Jesus, I said it again. Percy Jackson gets raised like Percy Jackson is just Astolfo raised by.
No,
Artemis.
no, that sounds like an Arn story. Arn, get drunk, write that story.
That is actually an Arn story.
Sorry, I was
You see,
I'll
you
give
see,
you-
you see,
horrible.
Gray
I'll
actually
20
writes
I'll
quality.
give you 20 bucks on PayPal to pay for your services.
Wait,
All right,
Pay
we're
me
not
for
gonna,
this.
we're not
No.
gonna, we're no. He's not. He doesn't have $20 to pay you with.
Excuse you, I have a
Oh,
real
shit.
job.
Yeah, but you have Chicago bucks. That doesn't pay anywhere.
Chicago money doesn't work.
The
Monopoly money.
company's
Monopoly
headquartered in Poland. It's not paid in Chicago dollars.
Yeah, and the Polish also use monopoly money.
Yeah,
Like-
they use the same monopoly money as the rest of the EU.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Ooh. Yeah, I know.
I've been in Poland.
No, they use the Reichsmarks, right?
You should. But no, they
Not-
have their own currency.
not touching that one.
That would be a big dab.
No, they use
Oh.
the ruple. They use the ruple, right?
They use the rupee.
The Indian rupee. Hello, sir.
Anyway, so
I thought
Percy
Ruffles
had
was-
grown in 11 years, and he was stronger, and he was faster, and he was smarter. He was wicked smart than most trained.
Stop that.
Oh, even better. He was stronger, faster, and smarter than most trained adult demigods. That's right. Artemis trained
Bullshit.
this guy better than Chiron ever did.
Somehow
Bullshit.
overcoming her innate hatred of the boy.
Yeah, somehow she
her innate
overcame
hatred
her
of
innate
all men.
hatred of men to train this guy to be better than literally everyone else. Thereby proving her point that men are better.
This kid is based and red pilled, so I'm gonna.
All of the hunters loved him.
Fuck! I hate this. God. This is so bad. Why? Why, Arthur? Why are you such a piece of shit? Fucking kill me. Why, dude?
Like,
this is
honestly,
You know,
unironically,
spending money to make Arn write that story is sounding better and better.
unironically,
I mean,
this would have been actually a really good story if the author actually spent time on the whole gaining the respect of the hunters aspect. Like, if the entire premise of the story was him growing up to be an adult, and like it wasn't this whole 11 years later thing, like it was literally the entire premise of the story. Every moment of the story is about the conflict between him and the hunters and the fact that he's a guy. And the end of the story is him finally earning the respect of the hunters.
I'd much prefer if the end of the story was him realizing that he doesn't necessarily need their.
Okay, right.
acceptance
Yeah,
to
yes,
be
I'm
a-
aware, but the along the way, the hunters would learn to, not be such fucking rabid feminists and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Like that. The
Okay,
whole
yeah.
the whole means of the story isn't like the hunters don't change at all. It's no, the hunters change, he changes, everyone gets better as people in general, and then that's the point of the story. That's the end of the
I
story.
mean, like,
But what the
at end
author
of the
here
day,
is
Percy
doing.
Jackson does have that. Like, at the end of the day, Percy's like, "Fuck you guys." Actually acknowledge these other kids. The minor gods need to acknowledge their kids. It just breeds.
Okay,
bunch
but that
of
the
fucking-
problem there though is that that's the end of Percy Jackson.
No, I understand. I'm saying Rick, even in his story,
Yes.
forces the gods to change somewhat.
Yes.
Like, obviously, these are beings that don't like change. They're
Right.
old. They don't want to do that. But even at the end of the day, Percy's like, all right, promise me that you guys will do this. And if it's like, able to be done. And they're like, all right, we promise, I guess. And then he's like, acknowledge your kids, you fucking assholes.
Right, but
You don't
that's
have to like them. You don't have to treat them
but
really
that's my
well.
point.
Just tell them,
But that's my point though, is that became the overarching, end goal of the series, of that changing the gods that didn't want to be changed, and that's what this story should have mimicked in terms of interactions between Percy and the Hunters. Except instead, what the author did was Percy meets the Hunters. They all instantly change over this time skip. Now he's loved by the Hunters, and now he's entering canon as like some OP version of himself. And literally,
it's not even like
that's
automatic.
all
It's
this
like-
story is.
It was automatically. It was like a disgustingly automatic switch.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah.
from the second they held the baby,
Yeah.
it was a switch.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like, all right, it happened vaguely in the time period in between, and we're
Right.
just skipping ahead because
Right,
I don't want
because
to write it.
Here's the thing: if they'd at least had a chapter or two of all of them having to take care of the kid, like, it's okay. Look,
Like,
it is a small.
the sad thing is that in my story, the one I wrote with Cruel, the Naruto Ruby one that I fucking despise for writing, I put more time and effort into writing scenes building up to Naruto being strong in the first chapter, which was around 16,000 words, than he has in his entire fucking story.
This is unbased and
Absolute cringe, yes. Utter cringe, only cringe. Cringe-based cringe.
cringe to
based
the nth
on
degree.
cringe. Based on cringe.
But the author just fucking skips what could have been the entire premise of the story solely
Or
to
at
justify.
Or at least an interesting aspect of it.
Well,
At least,
but really, when you're
so-
setting up that scenario of like, I mean, yes, now I could have accepted it more where the skip happens, where Artemis goes, yeah, I'll take care of your baby. Skedaddle, skedoodle, your dick is now not a noodle. And vamooses the noodle into a taco. And then the author just time skips, 11 years later, female Percy having trained with the Hunters.
Or I'd accept the old, yeah, you're a girl. You're a girl. Don't, like, literally refer to the child as a she. Call it
But, right.
girl. All
But-
of that. Like, literally never acknowledge that he's a boy
Gl-
in any way, shape, or
Literally any other way, I might have accepted the time skip, right? But the author specifically has everyone acknowledge him as a guy. He never gets changed. He somehow changes everyone's minds about men and becomes well loved by literally everyone in the camp. Period. All during this time skip,
It makes
which
even
would
less sense because Artemis hates men virulently. Virulently.
virulently.
And then, virulently, is the word I was looking. Now, more than that, it's like she wouldn't accept her hunters getting soft on men.
Right,
She doesn't like that.
right.
Like them falling in love,
which
like,
is why
falling over for the kid,
Right,
would not make sense to her.
Which is exactly why I'm saying that like they would have to make, if they were going to go with Percy as a guy the entire time and everyone recognizes him as a guy, they would have to make the premise of the story being him changing everyone's minds. That would be the premise of the story then. But he didn't.
Well, no, I would
Or-
say there's two options for Harry as a guy.
Harry, Jesus,
Shit, dude.
You are-
Mine
I don't
is
know
on
what-
Harry Potter today.
I just
You are
hate
fixated
Harry Potter
on Harry
fans
Potter.
so much. I'm convinced they're the root of all evil.
and they are.
That's an acceptable idea, but like, dude, you gotta get your head
Percy
in the game.
Jackson, right? There's the option that Stanish suggested. There's the option
Right.
you suggested, and then there's the second option you suggested. Any of those three is acceptable,
Right.
but not just an immediate 180. Like,
It's
They're
a
okay.
one. It's not even like a 180. into growth. It's of the main character, of course, since all the other characters are apparently just fucking flat cardboard. But no, it's a 180 into the main character being stupid OP, like stronger, faster, and smarter than a trained adult demigod.
Okay, another thing. It's not just a one. It wasn't a 180, because there can be 180. It was a fucking like, what's the character? Lelouch, like that guy, fucking controlling people with his mind.
Fucking
Like it was that type shit. It was go kill Japanese people, and the dude like running out and just mowing down Japanese people type.
Yeah.
It was the one, but yeah. Which, by the way, that was a fantastic plot point.
Anyway.
Fuck this fucking. Oh, I hate it
So it gets worse. So, Artemis trained him to fight with every weapon, but he excelled at the bow and was as good as Artemis with it.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You're as good as a fucking god?
Yeah. He is literally godlike with a bow when his ancestry doesn't even use bows. Yep.
Oh, fucking. I hate this thing so much.
Artemis
No,
finished.
See, if they go, he's godlike with a bow because he worked really hard, and then like the second he picks up like a trident, he's just like, this is so much better.
Yeah, like why didn't I?
Hold on, but what if loads trident into bow?
That would be amazing if they went with.
I'm an archer. You can't just throw tridents at people and call yourself an archer.
Oh, no! This Japanese cartoon says I totally can.
What is
I was
it?
gonna say, it's Archer from Fate.
What is he, Emiya? Yes.
I'm gonna shoot swords at him. I'm gonna shoot
Unlimited trident works.
It's literally that. Holy shit, man.
No. Unlimited fork works.
No, Sneaky, the best
Or-
part is
better.
at some point Gilgamesh shows up and is like, wait a minute, you're full of shit. There's a Biden in here. I ran out of tridents, okay?
There's a Biden.
It's a Biden.
And that one over there is just a fucking spear.
No, a Biden is it's exactly what it sounds like. It just has two prongs.
So basically, a Biden is a more I think it was the more northern areas that use them. They're like fishing poles, effectively.
Yeah, fishing poles, farming implements.
Yeah.
They're fishing spears.
Yeah, effectively, yeah, fishing.
Yeah.
spear.
But they did eventually end up with a much like many farming implements, a militarized version did eventually get developed called the Biden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was making a Biden joke.
Yes,
I was thinking of Biden too. That's what I was thinking of.
My name is Perseus Emiya.
Oh, I bet
Again,
that garbage
a way
exists.
better-
It totally exists. Fucking
Oh, it
Perseus
definitely
Emiya.
But you know what?
wanna
It
Google
probably
it.
is better than this fucking garbage. Oh.
By
it's
the way,
ass.
Arn, I offered to pay you money and you started to say something, but then Sneaky cut you off. What were you saying?
No, that's a good question. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, he's too drunk to remember.
Look, if you want me to write something, just write a short sentence for me in DM, and I'll get to it probably.
Anyway, so
His reality marble is SeaWorld.
Artemis.
Fucking
His reality marble is sea mammal abuse.
Yes.
awesome.
No,
Yeah.
but that's
No,
fucking
Sneaky,
terrible.
if he beats you up inside the reality marble, he gets to turn you into another aquatic animal.
Are you?
Bear.
If he
Yeah,
beats
now.
people up, they're added to SeaWorld because they've been sufficiently maltreated.
Yeah.
That's fucking
They're
awful.
still mammals.
That is the worst fate.
That's pretty epic. Not gonna lie. Base.
You're
You
welcome.
are not human
Thanks,
anymore.
Gray.
You
Very
are
Your
good.
next
animal.
words are, "Why am I a dolphin?" Wait, what? Why am I a dolphin?
Literally turns people into Shamu.
Anyway, Artemis finished packing a bag for her son. Apparently, she's a fucking like kitchen wife now. Goddamn. Here
I
you
mean-
go, little one. Remember, even though
I
it
could
will be
buy
your hunt,
soccer-
I
no,
will
listen,
watch
I
over
could
you.
totally buy Artemis the soccer mom.
Oh yeah, no, she's a Karen in the making, but also like she kills people.
But also murder.
Let me speak to the manager. I'm the manager. Stab!
Yeah,
Stabs
literally murders. Let me kill your manager is more like
fucking stabs people with arrows. It's just
Oh god.
Just gives him the
Oh,
old
no.
Legolas in the eye.
Oh no.
what?
I found something.
Oh, of course you did.
Oh no.
Anyway, so I'll be watching over you, Mom. He growls, trying to fix his hair. I'm not little. I know you're
Why?
but you're
Oh
still my little
God,
one,
this
Percy.
Is so like, even if she was struck
Yeah,
with
no,
a
this
sudden
is
upswell of
so-
maternal feelings.
Yeah, this is not.
This is cringe.
This ain't
This
it,
is real
fam.
cringe.
This ain't it.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? Stanish's idea for a Stolfo Percy would be less cringe.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Hmm.
honestly.
Anyway,
it would be
I
like-
love you, Mom. He shouldered his backpack. He's gonna go do his. God damn it, Atin! Now you have me doing it.
See,
So-
it's infectious.
Shouldering his backpack, he headed out to do his first solo hunt to find and kill a wild Harry, is what my mind read. But it's a wild harpy.
Wait a second.
A wild Harry.
A wild
Why
Harry.
is he just now going on a hunt by himself? If he's this badass motherfucker who's been
Oh, well,
who's
you
better
see-
than he's as
You-
good as Artemis with a bow.
You
Why is he
you
going
see,
out into
you
his
see,
first solo hunt?
it's his first
Oh my
solo
God.
hunt because he's 11 years old now, and you know, it's his time to become a man, and you know, he's got to do it on his own, even though he's literally better than everyone.
Cringe.
But anyway, so he'll be fine, my lady. My brother is strong. I know, my friend. I know. Fucking cringe.
Why wouldn't they be upset at the idea?
Utter
of a
fucking.
boy being-
You know,
Wait,
no,
of
you
a
know.
boy-
There we go. There's actually another really good way to roll this sort of story. Is the second Perseus leaves, they both of them snap out of it and are like, "What the fuck have we been doing for the past 11 years?"
Oh God,
Oh, wait,
that would
so,
be
like,
great.
So let's say
And the
he
next
has
time they
like
see him, they go back to being retarded.
he would
Right.
have
Yeah. Every time they're around him, they can only act one way.
Wait. So wait, I got it. Remember the fucking, what is that thing called? The hat of plus 50 charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, from SAO.
From the
Yeah.
from the Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
It's literally that. I have plus 50 charisma. You must be nice to me.
That hat is too much power.
Yes, literally.
Since everyone is confusing Harry and Percy, can we do chapter 2 of Percy in the World of Magic? Fucking no.
No, we have self-respect.
There it is. There's one less monster in New York. Then suddenly Percy was grabbed from behind and was transported somewhere else. The second it stopped,
Hogwarts.
Percy shot an elbow into his kidnapper, spinning around, kicked him in the stomach, snapped backwards, did a double somersault, and then pulled out a bow. And then the blonde
You know,
boy.
I'm surprised there aren't some Chun-Li jokes in there.
It's his reality marble, yeah. My reality marble's plus 50 charisma. You have to be nice to me.
It's
Oh.
a passive reality marble.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh man. That,
No, Sneaky. We can do one better. Mystic Eyes of Charisma.
No, because that would only be whenever I'm looking at someone.
Yeah, where
No, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Like he goes around looking like a crack addict. Like he's always got his eyes like they're huge. They're bloodshot.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it wouldn't work though, because the second
Yeah.
they're outside of his vision, they would
So it
snap
would be
out
like
of it.
Ayazawa from My Hero Academia, basically.
Yeah.
Again, it wouldn't really be
that
funny.
doesn't work as
Yeah.
well. Also, you'd have to deal
Obviously.
with the constant switching on and off of endorphins associated with that kind of stuff. It's like, cool, he just broke like a dozen people in the span of 30 seconds with his eyes shifting
Ooh.
everywhere.
Fuck, that'd be awful. Just like endorphin. Just a rush.
On
like,
off, on
literally.
off, on off. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, no. That's how you get someone to commit suicide as soon as you leave their presence.
Yeah, basically.
Oh no.
Oof.
Yeah.
Um,
I accidentally made all of Artemis's hunters massive addicts to
see,
be around me.
so that was actually a very
See, that's the
twisted.
lewd fic version of this.
It was actually a very
Well,
twisted
no,
story
like
I was
you
reading.
can absolutely have that in like a I can't leave because I didn't realize what I was doing, and now they will all be in ultra depression if I leave.
Well, I was gonna say there was this one DxD fic I was reading one time, and
no.
the main character accidentally Pavloved. So
Does it
basically,
involve his dick?
no, actually it doesn't. It was specifically
I
it was
don't
with.
believe you.
No, it was specifically no, specifically in this
I've
scenario.
read about this on this site called Questionable Questing.
No, it was on Fanfiction. So specifically, this instance, it was a very lewd story in the end that I ended up dropping it. No, but in this
Got a link?
instance,
You're
no.
not making it any better
Fuck.
for yourself, bud.
Fucking shut up and let me talk. So in this specific instance, no, the main character and the author was like, no, this Asia is too precious to lewd. I'm not gonna lewd her. And basically, what he wanted to
Another
do,
culture.
the plan was to get her interested in being head patted, basically. So he used cold magic to make her cold, and then whenever he gave her a head pat, he would make her warmer. Except the problem is he never had tested this before, so he was just generally like, she's cold when I'm not patting her, and she's warm when I do. And then he did a section where it was from Asia's point of view, where showing her being Pavloved effectively because she was freezing all the time when he wasn't head patting her.
This is so fucked up.
It was just
Hey,
like,
for no
Jesus
particular reason,
Christ.
Could you shoot me a link to that?
I don't have the story anymore. Like I said, I
Oh.
dropped it and I stopped reading it.
Damn.
I haven't
'Cause I
seen
feel
it
like
pop
right
up.
up until the part where they made it creepy, that would have been hilarious.
Yes, one of the reasons why I stopped reading it was because like he just started just having sex scenes, and I'm just like, okay, well, this went
I mean,
from
that's DxD.
yeah, this
I was gonna say,
the
what
story
do you
went
think
from
he-
amusing to just not interesting anymore.
DxD
Yeah.
is only good when Shiro is doing it, okay? And
Oh,
by
yeah, I
Shiro,
will
mean fucking it up.
True.
Summon sword. Wait, hold a second. That's what the fucking hell. Hold on, I know that sword. Summons different sword. I know that sword too. What the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, he lost his shit, man. He was so pissed off.
Good shit. Anyway, so Percy's in New York and teleported away, and then some boy with blonde hair and a scar is like, "I kidnapped you," and Percy's like, "Oh, why'd you kidnap me?" Get away from him. He then heard someone yell. Taking a glance, he saw a blonde girl running at him with a knife, and then he ducked under her strike and threw her away with his shoulders. "Stop!" a strong voice yelled, and he saw that it was a centaur that his mother told him about. "This is not your fight, Chiron. This is between me and my kidnapper." Then he glared at Chiron, and Chiron's like, "Luke, did you kidnap him?" And Luke's like, "Well, he's a demigod, so I just brought him back where he belongs." That is the definition of kidnapping.
That.
Yeah.
That is kidnapping.
I mean, technically, kidnapping is taking them somewhere they don't belong, but
Well, I
Well,
mean,
No, taking them somewhere against their will.
yeah, I
Is
mean
all
that's
that's
the more
required.
important part. Sure.
yeah. Anyway, so sighing, the ancient centaur said, "That does not mean you grab children and kidnap them."
Hmm.
I want a crack fic 2 paragraphs long about Chiron having to discuss with Luke what kidnapping is.
Oh, straight shit. Just do the things demigods are no longer allowed to do.
Yeah. Burn
There
down the
will-
forest to win capture the flag.
Burn down forest. Burn down camp. Burn down everything besides the forest and camp.
Burn down
Are
the
allowed
camp and
one-
the forest.
No, it's just like
everything.
it's slowly. It's like banning lighters, banning matches, banning flint and steel, banning anything that can cause a fire.
Yeah, right, just slowly escalate. Finally, the one, have a fire larger than the circumference of a single foot. Just
Sneaky,
no more.
At some point, they ban everyone from visiting Hephaestus's children.
An addendum to that rule. Yes, multiple fires of 1 foot does count.
Your fire can't be within 10 feet of another 1 foot fire.
This includes the radii of the fire themselves.
Just slowly, like, keep building on
More
this rule.
More rules. Just years of Chiron fixing it so that there's no more forest fires.
He's just trying to
Chiron
catch all the
Chiron
loopholes.
is Smokey the Bear.
And then right at the bottom, it's just all fires are now banned.
All sources of combustibles are now banned.
Damn. Did they ban the forest?
They banned the
That
forest. Yes.
The Camp Half-Blood Logging Project is initiated.
Let's see, blah 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 blah. Would you be willing to stay here till this can be sorted out? Shrugging, Percy was like, yeah, might as well. Mom will probably claim me when I'm in front of a crowd and then show up with my sisters and scare everyone. Name's Percy Jackson. At least I'll be entertained. Ha 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 ha. And then he walked away. And then everyone else walked away. And
Why
then...
do I get like John vibes from this like writing of Percy?
Yeah,
because you
listen,
are.
If they're about to have him get ultra embarrassed because Artemis is like, I'm not claiming this kid in front of everybody.
That would
Yeah,
be
but
good.
that would be subversion.
you're
That's-
about to... we're about to see some meme go on. Because
Oh.
some really cringe meme happened. So anyway,
Yeah, it's
everyone,
really
this is
painful.
Percy Jackson. He'll be here for a bit until his mom comes, and then everyone starts laughing. Holographic moon hanging above... oh yes, everyone turned to look at him, and they saw a moon hanging above his head, because Artemis somehow claimed him as her son.
Just immediately.
So, well,
Imagine my
somehow.
shock.
Well, no, literally she can't, though, because he's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, that too, I guess.
So
Now, see, I think it'd be real funny. Trident appears above the kid's head.
yeah, right, exactly. Trident
No,
appears
no,
above the
No,
head.
and then they move straight into the part of the fic where, oh yeah, Poseidon's a chick in this one. Hard swerve.
Rule 63 AU.
Everyone's a woman.
Everyone's part of the harem. Everyone.
Fucking. The world is
I,
my harem.
fucking that Helltaker into my into Monster Hunter world. That
Oh yeah,
that it.
basically yeah.
Oof.
So for you two, there was a meme that got posted on Arn's server where it was doing a game
can
swap
find
sort
it.
of thing. Yeah,
I'll
do that.
find it. Just give me a sec.
It was a game swap, and it was like, what if the character from Helltaker ended up in Monster Hunter World, and he waifu-ized the like Rathios and the
Rathios,
hang on.
Rathion, Diablo.
no
right?
Diablos.
Here
There we
it
go.
is.
No, not the Diablos.
Devil Joe.
Memes and shit posts. There you go.
Well, no, it wasn't Devil Joe. It was the Rathios, the Puku, and Spiny Boy.
Rathalos.
No, Spiny Boy. The one we beat up.
I'm fucking know
oh,
what they're called.
Nergigante.
Nergigante.
Glorious success.
Yes. I just love the fucking question marks on that one.
What? What is going on here?
This is.
I'm trying to figure out what the one in the bottom right is. Isn't that
I just told you, Nergigante.
Nergigante, Pookie Pookie.
Yeah, Pookie
and
Pookie.
Wait, was Nergigante red?
Wrath. At the end.
Nergigante was what?
I thought. No. I thought.
Nergigante is black.
Yeah, no. I think it's the the dog-like thing.
No, that's Nergigante.
That's Nergi.
Nergigante is black.
Okay, well, it was also a
racist.
fucking... Literally turned into a fucking waifu. I don't think race matters anymore.
It had black scales. If they kept the green scales on the Rathian,
Why are we debating?
Because fucking Atin's a goddamn autistic shit.
if you're going
We
to
get
do
it.
this, do
Wait,
it correctly.
we get it. Arn wouldn't fuck the black dragon, or whatever they are. We got it, okay?
I
But,
mean,
but what if it was a blue-eyed black dragon?
I doubt it.
yeah.
Still doubt it.
The
Hey,
guy
wait,
did
that's right,
Everyone's
Michael.
a Girl pretty okay in My Hero Academia Total Command. I'm gonna go with no on that one.
I'm gonna go with Andros. You fucking
Nergay's
retard.
got a red underside, so it's fine.
All right, we'll let it slide.
Close enough. Who cares?
Uh,
Literally, who cares?
Yeah, no one besides Atin.
Yeah, exactly.
So
No one.
anyway, giant moon appears above Percy, and then
Somehow defying the laws of physics as we know it.
yep, and then flashes of silver light as Artemis just teleports. What? And then Zoe and Phoebe also teleport.
Behind you. Nothing personal, kiddo.
What?
Nothing personnel, kid. Just blows the head off the child.
Pulls out bow, automatic bow, shotgun.
No. Wait. If we're being honest, it's a semi-auto bow.
It's a
And we know
semi-auto bow.
Semi-autos are just as dangerous as full autos.
This is
No,
a
no,
military-style assault bow.
Stand it. It's fully semi-automatic.
It's fully
fully semi-automatic.
It's a
Oh,
fully
man.
semi-automatic assault bow. They use them in the military all the time.
An
Yeah.
AB,
They have a
it's
bump
an
stock on
AB.
it, dude. And a pistol
What
grip.
do you need an AB for?
A bump stock on the.
And a pistol grip, of course. Can't forget
Why
that.
would you need more
You
than
put
10
you
arrows?
put a red
I-
dot sight
I-
and an ACOG on your
I actually want to commission an
Bayonet.
artist now. I want to commission an artist to draw this with a bayonet,
Why would you
a
ever
pistol
need
grip,
more than
a
10
pump stock.
Just someone like, why would you ever need more than 10 arrows?
We demand a 2-arrow quiver.
Yeah, ban
Only-
extended
only-
quivers.
Wait. Only shotgun arrows.
Extended
Only
quiver.
Holy
No,
shit.
we start getting into Enter the Gungeon territory. They start making things like the shot bow.
Oh, yeah. That's the only thing you're
Yeah.
allowed to have, like a double barrel shot bow in your house.
You're only allowed to have a double-barreled bow, and only if it's made with wood stock.
Yeah. You can't
The
saw
wooden bump
off
stock.
the top of the bow.
Sawed off.
What fucking thing? I sawed off the arrowheads.
Oh, God.
No, you have to saw off the bow because that's what you do.
I know.
So it would just be like a bow the size of your fucking hand, and you'd just be
Oh,
pulling
no.
it back.
I got my hollow point arrows.
Oh, God.
Wait, what are like what is the
Like
hellfire
caliber arrow.
rounds? No, it's a hellfire arrows.
Oh right, yeah.
Dude, chlorophyte arrows were bust.
Oh god. I just fucking despise.
Uh,
Alright, so we got
It's
enough
telling
time.
We had like, wait, it's telling we had like a solid 5 minutes of memes that we could run through on every talking point about guns.
yeah, of course.
Oh hey, how about a Lord of the Rings fic, you know?
Oh, God, no.
No, story is not available. Oh. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
It's been destroyed.
How about a Harry Potter Lord of the Rings fic?
Oh, God.
Oh man, I remember there being one where it was like Harry got sucked into a portrait, and it was like
Dark Souls?
What is this, Mario
No.
64?
No, it was he got sucked into a portrait, and it was Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Alright, so anyway, this is Harry Potter Lord of the Rings called A Wish Granted. After the battle for Hogwarts, Ginny runs away from pain and horror. She doesn't stop and she doesn't stop and she doesn't look back until she stumbles into an unfamiliar place. Follow her as she tries to deal with her past and make choices in the future. Live with her as she meets people in this new world and fights for their
You know
friendship.
what? I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that. I think I hear
follows
the FBI waiting on my answer.
follows the movie script. Legolas times Guinea. Oh Jesus
Oh
Christ!
god.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
No!
Ah, that's hello. Yes, officer. Yes, this is the man.
We found him, officer.
Arn, check the meme chat. Check
Oh,
your
that's
meme chat.
adorable. That is a
Sure.
Nergigante uwu.
What? I demand to see this.
Based.
Yeah, here you go. Have a
That's literally
Nergigante
me.
uwu.
Yeah.
Oh, sneaky. Go to the SDM's meme land.
Uwu.
Truly, this is what mankind was made.
Do not bully Nergigante. Cease bully of Nergigante.
Oh my god, I can see it now. Make Monster Hunt. Make it so that you have to pick between getting them as a waifu or harvesting them for their crafting ingredients every time.
Yes, I forgot about Vaporeons and their excellence for smoothies.
No, scroll
What?
down. They're very yummy, but yes, go down.
Yeah, further down. It's second distinction.
Sack.
The-
Yes, Total War things. Revolver Ocelots, Mama. Can't play online again, you pay internet bills, Mama report, it's okay. I can't play the offline,
one
Mom's
below,
own pipe.
below.
Yeah, okay. That's a really shit meme, whoever made that should be shot. Fucking shoot Lulu. Or
It-
It's
Lulu's
sad.
bait.
It's not. It's just sad.
Shut
I'm
the fuck up.
amazed
That's
that
cringe.
Lulu even shows his face on any of the servers anymore.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Atin, you didn't hear what Lulu said during D&D.
Oh,
Mm.
let's.
Ooh. Ooh,
the
it was
Quotes.
it was some hot spicy
Right,
words.
Alright, don't ban me for this. This is a direct quote. The way I see it, everyone is a little bit bad. We just are less black. Lupine Horror 2020.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
my god.
that was a direct
That's
fucking
a
quote.
solid meme.
I
That's a
see
solid
we've just
fucking meme.
just aired that
Yeah,
live.
gonna
Great.
get.
Oh boy.
Look, it was a direct
What's
quote.
that?
Yeah,
What's
Sneaky,
that?
was,
I can
Sneaky was
hear
updating me like
them
real
coming.
time with that too.
Yeah, that was literally a moment where the entire chat just stopped. And everyone was
Jazz-
like, "Did you?"
Jazz music stops.
That was an absolute jazz music stop moment too. There was like 7 of us in the chat, and it just got fucking dead silent. And then I just started fucking laughing. Cause I don't know how else to react to that.
Well, I mean, there's really not much else to someone just being like outing themselves as just an enormous racist piece of shit.
Oh, and then he followed it up with to add context to it, but what made it worse? I didn't mean
Oh yeah.
I didn't mean black as in black people. I meant it as a white versus black thing.
No, white versus black philosophy.
That sounds
By the way,
right.
all I can think about now is nose just digging that hole deeper.
Yeah, and we were just like, Lulu, please, just shut the fuck up.
You
you
are
are
not
making it worse.
materially improving this for yourself.
you're doing the opposite of
Lulu, you
helping.
go fuck.
Oh,
Did you get to the
Max, we can't bully the Jagras anymore. Also,
not?
that's lewd, very lewd.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
That's extremely lewd.
that's borderline. Probably
that-
should
what
put
are we
that.
talking
in
That's
the-
not borderline. That is absolute lewd.
Gray. Maybe look at the background next time.
What are we talking about?
I
Oh.
see.
Gray posted
that-
some
Oh yeah, we're
extreme
gonna need
lewd.
to.
Go
That-
go Photoshop that.
That has been.
If you
Hang
want
on.
to put
Yeah,
that
Gray,
back.
DM it to me. I'll fix it. Just give me a second.
Where are we talking? What is this? Where is this thing that we're talking
No,
it's gone. No, it's
it's gone. That was too
It
lewd.
has been yeeted out of the
Fix
server.
it.
I will fix.
I just want to know what the fuck we're all talking about because I'm just lost.
You can look in the degenerate corner later.
Gray posted
Okay,
some
I'll
fat
look into it.
dicks.
Some fat dicks? What?
I
I
did
see,
not
He
see
got
it.
all excited about the Percy Jackson trap story. He couldn't wait.
Wait a second.
yeah,
wait a
um,
second. It gets even better. So there's a newer hunter introduced, and since it's the hunters, it's all about that girl love. So eventually she's like, "You're a girl, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm a girl." And it's just like a dick whip out.
This is one of Artemis's powers, yo.
Oh
Didn't
man,
she
this is
tell you?
great.
I mean, according to Rick, that's exactly how it works.
Literally. I identify as a female, Artemis. Let me in your hunters.
Yeah, I identify as a female. I can change you.
Wait.
Nope.
Oh my god.
You have
Wait,
to.
wait, wait,
You have
wait.
to respect
So-
my gender. I am trying to
Wait,
respect
wait,
your
so-
gender. I'm trying to turn you into a woman. No, I'm a trans. Okay.
yeah,
Wait, no.
I
It gets
posted
better,
the
though.
things Stans wanted you to look at in your meme chat, Sneaky.
Oh no. Okay. What's the thing you wanted me to look at? Oh, What is your e-thought activist post? Okay. Birth month and then name letter.
I would
Uh-huh.
say, I would just say, using my internet name because I'm not giving you people the first letter of my real name. It's defend toxic masculinity.
Ah, yes. Based.
I'm defend black women.
I'm apparently protect
Defund,
female
continue.
empowerment.
I'm gonna shut down transgender women. That's fine.
You got a cringe one. I got a based one. What's the
No,
name?
I'm pretty sure Aaron, you're toxic masculinity.
Nah. Nah, dude. It's, well, if you use my internet name, yeah, but the actual name, my real name, then it's
Oh,
trans.
your unpronounceable name, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look,
Okay,
C8
the
got protect
arcane elvish
objectifying
name.
women. Truly,
Preserve
truly,
societal norms.
Oh, base.
Protect objectifying women. Big based red pill.
Oh my god.
Very
as
based
fuck,
red
holy
pill.
shit.
The base of red pills.
Oh god, it's so fucking dumb. Anyway,
The internet is truly wondrous.
It was definitely not racist. C8 got right on that one.
By the way, Max, I left something for you in Weeb Garbage. I think you'll enjoy it.
she stumbled around, her wild, dark brown eyes. Oh wow, you know it's a YA novel knockoff the second they fucking mention the eyes in the first line.
Right? Yeah.
Jumping
Oh,
from
they started
dead body
testing it.
to dead body. She whimpered as she recognized her best friend amongst the dead. Hermione's wild curls clung to her bloodied face, her dead eyes staring into nothing. Her breathing stopped. Really? Did you know dead people stop breathing when they die?
No.
Did you know people are
Because
killed
I
when they die?
decide,
Wait, no.
I've decided I'm dead, so I'm still breathing. So even
No.
though
I'm dead
scientifically
gender?
I'm not dead. Well, scientifically,
I
am dead.
identify as
Did
dead
you know?
inside.
Based.
And painful spasms ran through her body as
Wait,
she looked
is
down
she
at
dead or is
Hermione.
she-
Oh, no,
what?
no.
Why is
Don't
Hermione?
you finish that?
Right, no.
sentence.
So what happens here is that the author doesn't know how English works, and so they continue
Yeah.
talking about the proper noun being Hermione, but they were actually trying to say that Ginny is having spasms.
Does she
This
have
is
autism?
retarded.
Yes, she might be autistic.
Nice.
A little bit.
2 steps further,
Just a
she found a
smidge.
tuft of red hair and a wail escaped her. She grumbled to her knees
How do
What the
you
fuck?
grumble to your knees?
by complaining the whole
actually,
way.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see someone grumble to their knees. That'd be hilarious.
It's like, give me
It's me whenever I'm forced to go to church. I'm grumbling to my knees.
Now sit in front of this altar and pray to this icon.
I don't know what the fuck church you went to. There was no icons. Where I went, the false deities, no, bad.
Say,
Um,
that
the
sounds real
Inquisition.
Catholic.
Well, see,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I was raised Pentecostal, very
Pray-
Pentecostal.
praying with
okay?
Catholic
Oh,
intent.
boy.
By the way, friendly reminder
Wait.
that all of the saints are just further proof of every single Catholic being a massive heretic.
praying with
Yeah,
Catholic
yeah.
intent.
Should not pray to any god other than me. Basically, what the Bible
Well,
says about
it's
that.
don't pray to any god before him. So as long as you say thank God and then you start thanking the saints, then you're cool.
Nah, basically you're praying to them. It's pretty bad.
Well, no,
Like,
you pray to God first.
Everybody. It's
No, Sneaky, except the correct interpretive context has been to assume that he means don't worship any of them because he explicitly makes them go bust up every single graven idol and
I
other,
don't know,
like,
man. I think it's fucking hilarious that the Bible goes, don't pray to any god, don't pray to any icon, don't pray to anything besides just me. And then humans be like, but what about
What
this
if?
cross? Can we pray to this cross that represents
Well,
you?
yeah. There's also like Catholicism adds that whole like splitting of literally the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, which generally how I was raised, it's like it's one thing. Like, yeah, his son came down, but it's one thing. We're praying for one thing, and
Look,
that's
the
just God.
father fucked the mother and then had himself as a baby, which he then killed to rejoin himself in spirit.
Yes, something like.
Honestly, probably the best debate I've ever seen between someone who believed in all of that and someone who didn't was fuck you, he's a god, he can do pretty much whatever he wants.
I mean, that is a legitimate statement, but it's
Yeah.
not a
It's
good thing to
basically
pull out
running-
in an argument.
No,
that's just basically running through the whole like, can God build something that he can't destroy? Like,
if he wants to, he can.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's the definition of omnipotent. Literally all powerful. Literally has every power that could ever be a power, and all the power that he doesn't want to have as powers aren't powers anymore.
Yep.
Because that's how powerful
oh
he
my
is.
fucking, holy shit!
Anyway.
Did you see what good? Arn, go check the memes in Mayan Orf server.
Oh no. Oh.
Wait, the politics one?
The memes. Yeah, the real
What was the
politics.
policy?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Holy shit!
Oh.
The one Tojo posted? Based.
Yes. Holy
Yeah,
shit,
that's
man.
Is that a spicy meme ball?
very
it's
spicy.
it's a I'm gonna get my Discord banned spicy meatball.
Oh, so I shouldn't post it in yours?
No.
It's fine.
You
Not-
can't
nothing
give
bad about it.
permission.
I
It's
mean,
my
post it
fucking
in mine if you
server.
want.
Oh yeah, post it at his. I don't fucking care what you do at his server.
Well, I just
Post
everybody else to
post
see.
like 90 pictures of your dick in his server. I don't care.
I'm
And
good.
that
Nobody-
I'll care
no.
about. 'Cause I don't want to see it.
That sounded really like I want to see it. I'll
I
just have you
don't
know,
wanna
you really
see it.
should say.
Ju-
I
ju-
know you don't want to see it, but it sounded like I want to see it.
Look, just do the daily
Are
dick
you-
pic,
are you
right?
assuming consent?
Yes, he's
No.
assuming
Did
consent.
you just assume my consent?
Bro,
You
I
can-
assume everyone's consent, obviously.
Oh, based.
God, awful.
That's why I have a 9-year-old.
Oh my god. Do not go there, please. Look, I know
Just
Discord will
digging that
protect.
hole deeper, don't you?
I know Discord will protect you, but Twitch won't. Okay.
Damn.
I mean,
You're not wrong,
all I
though.
have to do is identify as a deer and they'll protect me, okay? Which I do.
Oh god. Anyway,
Okay,
so
well,
she's
most
crying
extra
really
percent.
hard. She's crying really hard, and she's throwing up, and everyone around her's dead, and she's throwing up and crying. And then everyone's dead. Even Harry's dead. Literally everyone ever is dead. And I'm not even
When
like
is it
joking.
set? When is it
So the
set?
Battle of Hogwarts You know that Battle of Hogwarts where no one died besides George or Fred or whoever the fuck he is?
Yeah.
Remus and Tonks died too.
I don't
Okay.
fucking care about them.
Yeah, and a couple others.
No one
There
cares
was, like,
about
No
them.
one important died.
No one
Quite
important
characters.
died. Yeah, literally no one
Okay,
important
Tonks
died.
is important. I'll have you know.
No.
As all fanfiction knows.
Oh my
Tonks is
god.
important.
Fucking again with the fan fiction. I'm pretty sure if you mention Tonks on like the main Harry Potter subreddit, you'll be like people will get like, "Oh, that woman that tripped over the umbrella stand," and that's all the recognition she'll get. Because that's all the recognition she deserves from the fucking books.
Jesus.
I mean, to be fair, she is actually like, yes, but she's also like, in some ways recognizable because she's technically family of Sirius.
Yeah.
And everybody
No,
else
see,
who's family of Sirius.
no. See, the problem is that she's
important
never
in the story
mentioned. No, she's
somewhat.
never mentioned again. Like she gets mentioned
No,
with the umbrella stand,
Nope.
and then basically like
Nope,
never again.
She is mentioned again. Beginning of book 7.
Oh, right, of course, right. The one other time she's
The
ever
7
mentioned.
Harrys.
Well, it's the
Seven
time
Harrys.
that Remus tries to run out on her.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
right, yeah.
She has a couple mentions.
Wait, are we sure that Remus isn't the one that's black?
No, it's just Hermione, bud. Just Hermione.
Oh, right.
No, wait.
He
There's
talks
that
about
one guy.
us getting him banned, and then like he says some shit like that.
Yeah.
No one
Are
ever
we
accused Sneaky of being intelligent.
No one ever accused me of being.
That's
Actually,
for
no.
fucking
Actually,
sure.
I actually get accused of being consistent very often.
Consistently retarded.
Could
Yes.
have
Yes.
fucking fooled me.
No, I am very consistent. Usually, it's with things that I shouldn't be consistent on, like stupid
Consistently
things.
Retarded.
Consistently doing really stupid things.
Yeah. I'm a consistent alcoholic.
Speaking of which,
Drink to that, bro.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna deny that, but I did. I am nearly finished this entire bottle of Jack, and I only started drinking it today. And by today, I mean
fuck.
since this podcast started.
Naturally.
Oof, bud. Oof.
Days not started before
I-
the podcast
I-
starts.
I am not even buzzed.
I mean,
I am
for me, technically,
not
the day
even
started an hour
buzzed.
before the podcast. Because it's Wednesday.
I don't fucking care about your Norwegian time.
Damn, that's racist.
Anyway, so literally, Gimmy's
one
entire
cares
family is dead.
About that country that's eventually gonna
Ev-
become Mexican. It's not people
Everyone
gonna
that
launch
Guinea
from
ever
over there.
loved and knew is dead. Literally everyone is dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. Everyone's dead. And then Guinea ran away and threw up.
Damn.
And then she kept running, and then she kept running, and then she tripped on a giant tree, and then she realized she wasn't on Earth anymore.
How?
And then she passed out.
How would you realize she's not on Earth anymore?
Because reasons.
How?
I was gonna say
Has
a
she been
giant
everywhere
tree.
on
A
Earth?
giant tree could literally just mean you're in California.
You
Which,
could be
granted,
any-
California isn't technically part of Earth. It's part of a weird pseudo dimension where liberals are allowed to determine your taxes, and it's a hell. But
Yeah,
you have
mean,
to
okay.
get there through Earth.
but it doesn't just have to be there. There's literally fucking massive rainforests out in the world that it could be. Or on this magical Earth that we know she exists on, with magical creatures that live there.
And
there might be
magical trees.
magical foliage, which is big.
Yeah.
Has she seen everything? I'm pretty sure this 17-year-old hasn't seen everything. How does she determine that she's not on Earth? Does she look up to see 2 moons?
Yes, she just
Susan?
knows. Stannis, come on, man. She just knows.
Fucking
Yeah, dude.
kill me.
Come on, how could you not know?
I think
Don't you
somebody
just like
needs to take a deep
don't
breath.
don't you just like trip on things and be like, oh shit, I'm outside of the Berenstein universe.
I don't
I
need
guess-
to take another breath.
You know, like one day I was
Stop
walking
taking
down the
breaths.
stairs and I just fell down the stairs and I just got up from falling down the stairs and I was like, oh shit, I'm in the Berenstain universe now.
As what pisses me off is there's solid like little tropes that you can do with that, like the one where like the character trips and looks and up in the sky and there's 2 suns or 2 moons or something like that, or the sky just looks red instead of blue. Oh my god, what the fuck does that mean? Or something like that, right? But no, this is retarded, like pure autism. Fuck me, man.
Anyway,
Ass.
I hope everyone enjoyed everything that's happened so far, because it is now 9 o'clock, and I know we should go on for longer because reasons and stuff, but, you know, to make sure that
Because my
Stanish here,
rage.
due to Stanish's heritage, he is at a higher, oh, there goes my alcohol. Due to Stanish's age and heritage, he is unfortunately at a higher risk for a heart attack, and since we would want him to come back and not die, we're just gonna have to end it here and let Stanish just calm down.
Just because I suffer from sickle cell anemia doesn't mean I'm gonna die of a heart attack.
What are you,
Look,
black?
Stanish, we're just
Yes,
trying.
literally.
Stanish, we're just trying to make sure that you live long enough to write Percy Jackson the Astolfo story.
I'm not touching that shit.
Oh yes, you are. It was your terrible child.
Percy
You have
Jackson and the
responsibility.
Fat Dick's Trap.
Clip it.
I want to read it, but I don't want to write it.
The twist the twist to the story is that Percy Jackson is not the trap, it's Harry Potter.
Oh god.
God, what an ass story. The
Yes,
author
that
really
is indeed
showed
part of it.
no, the author just showed how unimaginative. Like literally, off the top of our head, we came up with like 3 or 4.
It is
better
honestly,
ideas.
yeah, it is honestly the funniest shit ever. Where it's like, clearly this story is like some sort of like love child of this author's, and they're really passionate about it, even though they haven't been able to update it too often. Because you know, I like this story has been ongoing for 7 years. You don't despite the fact.
It doesn't stay around for 7 years unless you actually want it to.
Right. Despite the fact that you are barely updating the story and that you can barely even write a single scene down per chapter, you are still updating this story for 7 years. And if that's a thing you are doing, you are clearly invested in this story, despite the fact that your attitude doesn't show it.
We should skip to the latest chapter, one of these episodes, and check in on how much the writing has changed in 7 years.
You know,
It won't happen.
That
Probably
first
don't.
chapter,
maybe we'll do that.
probably not.
No, yeah.
But that sounds like an actual good idea. Just because look at, I want to see honestly how much this person has changed in 7 years. Because I'm pretty sure in the last 7 years, my taste, my ideas, everything has been refined to a degree, right? And I'm sure in 7 years, my taste will be more refined to a higher degree, right? And I'll think all the ideas I had before that.
And then in
the last
7 more
7
years, you'll
were
be right
ass.
wing.
I would say, and then in 7
Fuck
more
you,
years,
I am
you'll
right
have.
wing. What are we talking about?
I would say, in 7
You're not the
years,
right
you'll be
or right.
asking, are traps gay?
The answer is yes.
Oh god, but
That story
anyway,
was truly cursed.
you know, despite the
I hope
fact
that
that this
author
author,
stumbles upon a fucking imagination.
the funniest shit ever, right? So currently, Gray and I are writing a Warcraft Worm story, in where post Golden Morning, which is the end of Worm, Taylor, the main character of Worm, ends up in Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King, about a month before the whole expansion starts.
One question, real quick. Have
Yeah.
you read the Weaver option?
It's garbage. It's fucking hot shit. I would literally rather have a bamboo toothpick shoved into my big toe underneath my nail than read that garbage fucking story.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. That is crazy to me because I love that author's other works. I don't read Worm.
Oh no,
or
don't get me
40K.
wrong. There is several authors where I'm like, wow, this is an amazing story, and I'll look at the rest of their stuff. I'm like, holy shit, they are a fucking garbage author outside of this story.
No, but like I literally read 4 stories that author has ongoing, and
No.
all of them are good. Maybe it's just that he can't write for Worm or 40K because everything else isn't.
No,
Worm or 40K.
no. The problem. That's actually the problem. Is that he can write Worm. He can write 40K. It's just how he goes about writing Taylor in 40K just makes me want to vomit.
Do you think it's one of those things where he hasn't read Worm or something, or he's just?
No, he hasn't read 40K. It's clear he's read Worm, but he hasn't read 40K. It's
Oh yeah.
very
You can't
clear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a problem. If the author doesn't read or know
Like
anything
straight
about
shit.
it, it's so obvious.
Straight shit. He has Taylor show up, controlling fucking miles of bugs as a power, right? And the planetary defense force of the planet she just randomly teleports to declares her a saint.
I got news for you. The very first Inquisitor that shows up would be like, "You are all fucking stupid." That is a nerd line.
Not only do they declare her a saint, they give her command of the army.
Oof.
And then Space Marines show up, and she saves them, and they declare her a saint. And then she beats all the orcs by having bugs eat them.
Okay, yeah, that's cringe.
It is
I've
a fucking
never read this
stupid
fic.
story.
Yeah, I've never read the fic. I've heard it's good from other people, and then
We have our option.
Just from reading his other stuff generally, I've always liked it. So I was just like, oh yeah, that sounds like kind of an idea in the same vein.
It is a fucking awful story. And the author, so the author has changed the details of the story multiple times. Originally, it was a 40K story. Recently, he's re-edited it to be a 30K story. So basically, 10 millennium before 40K ever happened.
It's during the Crusades.
He's trying to justify all the stupid ass shit that he did. Like, he's still having all the 40K stuff happen in terms of like how corrupt everyone is and how fucking awful everything is. But he's setting it during the time period when shit wasn't awful.
That's weird. Yeah.
But then he's just
so weird to me.
but the reason why he changed it to 30K was so he could justify Taylor being declared a saint and not fucking shot on sight and shit, right?
But the problem with that is there were no saints in 30K.
Exactly.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm like, but here's why they're dumb.
Yeah.
It sounds like the author just, in that case, it sounds like he liked the idea of 40K, and like me, maybe he's seen art and knows a little bit in that I've just gleaned it from conversations with people and maybe reading one or two wiki pages. But it sounds like he doesn't know jack shit about it.
Yeah, it effectively read like he read a wiki page on Planetary Defense Force, he read a wiki page on Space Marines, and he read a wiki page on orcs. And then he just kind of fucking balls deeped it for the rest. And
yeah, that's not...
It was
so weird.
Not only that,
it always feels like he as an author has done his due diligence and like actually researched shit.
Not only
that's disappointing to hear.
It's worse because he changes perspectives. At least early on, he did when I was reading it. I got to like chapter 10 on this thing because I was desperate to give it a chance because I really wanted a Warhammer Worm story. And it was just so bad. He just kept changing perspectives. Like, one chapter would be the perspective from the PDF troop. And it would be, like, trying to justify, like, everything is bad and corrupt and evil. And then this fucking Taylor shows up. And he's, like, desperately trying to justify why they gave all military control to Taylor. And then the next chapter will be from the Orcs' perspective for some reason. To justify why they're attacking the Hive City, and then the next chapter will be from the Space Marines perspective, which is they're for some reason just in the Badlands riding their scout bikes, suddenly attacked by orcs, and then saved just in time for PDF troops to arrive in the Badlands because they were there the whole time.
That's cringe. It's so weird though. Why I don't know why he would go for that for 40K, because like from what I understand, it doesn't have the multiple POV thing, and 40K it does have other books. I'm guessing from other people's perspectives.
Yeah,
but
there's no point of view hopping. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, no.
The other stories that he does are all A Song of Ice and Fire, which is based in that. We're gonna hop perspective.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so weird.
I would say here's the thing, right? It largely depends on which 40K book you're reading, but the overwhelming majority of them, that is not the case, right?
Yeah, one perspective, right?
Maybe there are some where you'll occasionally hop to a secondary, right? Most of them stick to 1 or 2 POVs. Most
With
of them.
the exception of maybe like an epilogue or prologue, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
like-
people like to fuck around with those, but
Yeah, well, like
otherwise,
as an example, the
generally-
Caiaphas Cain books, pretty much every chapter is prefaced by something from the Inquisitor who's curating, because in the 40k universe, Commissar Cain is this super badass commissar
Mhm.
who is a massive coward and gets super lucky. And so there's the official book that he wrote,
And
right?
then there's like
that,
the secret history of like the
yeah,
what is
and
that
then there's
guy?
and then there's the actual autobiography that he wrote when he got wasted and he was teaching school children.
Yeah, there's a Byzantine guy who did that for Justinian, right? Where it's
Yeah,
like
pretty much. I was
a
gonna
bunch
say,
of
what?
shit.
and so the basic idea behind it is, and he even said, right, it's great because it's very tongue in cheek, right? Even in the early books, he's like, I know that the only people who are ever going to read this is other Inquisitors, but if you're reading this, I'm already dead, so I don't mind talking shit about you people.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
But yeah, but it's great because he literally says, he's like, the only people that's ever gonna read this is the Inquisitors, right? Because I know they will never allow this to be published. And she's like, yeah, he was right. We would never allow it to be published, but I do think it's actually really informative and that it's good for you people to read.
I mean, yeah, in a lot of ways, if we're gonna look at this person who looked into a lot of shit, like there's and did blundering shit.
Well, I
like,
was gonna say it's luck, blunder, and act, right? Because he is actually skilled. He's just right. He's the skilled coward. That's what he is, right? It's like,
yeah, like at the end of the day, people can be good at something and also a coward.
yeah. In this case, he just happens to be a fantastic at shooting people and inspiring people. He's essentially a sociopath.
Oh
I
shit.
feel
Okay. Yeah.
I feel that's accurate, right, Sneaky?
Yeah, no, accurate.
Caiaphas Cain?
Yeah.
A
Right?
person
Like he
who
actively admits, I
personally
will
does
say whatever I need to make sure that the PDF and guard troopers stand in front of the bullets, las bolts, and/or chaos tentacles.
He also
And so
happens
that I
to
survived the
accidentally
theater.
succeed and to like actually win it.
Yeah. And he's like,
oh, he's so inspiring. You know, just
yeah,
jump
well,
in
because
front
like
of him.
the whole thing that started his reputation as a self-described fraudulent hero is he was in an artillery battery and a bunch of Tyranids were coming for the artillery battery, and so he was like, I'm going to go inspect the flanks, which as the commissar was his right, and the sergeant was like, yeah, I mean, okay, you can do that, and of course he's just like, I'm running away. But then
Oh
it
my
turns
fucking
out
God.
that he goes over there and there are a bunch of Nids, and the scout vehicle he has a big old machine gun, so he starts killing the Nids because of course he doesn't want to die, which alerts everybody and saves the entire regiment. And so everybody in the regiment is like, look at how brave the commissar is, and of course the colonel's like, I'm pretty sure you're full of shit, but I don't have any proof. So I'm
And
just
I
keep
can't
throwing you
exactly
into
call-
dangerous situations.
I can't exactly call shit on a commissar. That's a good way to get heresied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he just goes, so instead, I'll just keep throwing you into dangerous situations. So then the
essentially
commissar's
the
like,
situation where it's like, yeah, don't shit talk the Pope or you might get excommunicated.
yeah. And so then the commissar,
Basically all of medieval Europe.
I would say, and so then for the next like 4 years, the commissar is basically Tanya. He's like, I just want a nice
Are
boring
you
desk job.
winning,
But the problem
son?
is, much like Tanya, he's too famous, right? He gets his boring desk job, but they just go, yeah, you have your boring desk job, but hey, there's this
We
problem
need
that
you.
needs solving, hero of the Imperium. And he's like, I would just tell them I'm not a hero, but I get food and money and bitches. So I guess I'll keep it up.
I'm not sure how I ended up in this situation, but I think I'll just sail on from here.
Yeah, and that's what all the books are about. And it's great. Stupid, but great.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's nothing what Weaver Option is. Weaver Option is literally just the entire story is built around jacking off Taylor.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, like, right? That is Caiaphas Cain is the most lighthearted of the 40K books. The rest of the books, it's like this is about the Death Corps. This is about a Space
Right,
Marine chapter.
But yeah, so anyway, as I was saying originally, Gray and I are currently writing a Warcraft post Golden Morning Worm story.
I've
And
never read Worm, by the way.
the last time I even touched the canon Worm was back in what was it, Max? 2015?
Oh, what?
2014? Worm? Back when I was telling you about it for the first time ever?
I want to say it was probably about 2015.
Yeah, 2014.
I think I was out of college before. I was out of college when you told me about it the first time. I think.
Yeah, because it was over the summer that I was working, so that was like 2014, 2015. But yeah. So I haven't read Worm in like 5 or so fucking years, but we're now one of the most liked. Well, let me actually check here for a second. Oh. Okay, no, we're still streaming. All right. Worm story
Last
search.
check was 438, 8 likes, 402 likes,
Yeah,
63 likes for our 3 chapters.
So we are actually let's search by rating. We are the number 3 most liked Warcraft Worm crossover of 18 stories, which isn't
For 3
too.
chapters is pretty good.
w-
Actually.
For 3 chapters is is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would say that's some solid progress.
especially since like
This feels like This feels like do you know the Fates Gambling? I think it is.
We're familiar.
we
No,
one
not
could
Fates
say
Gambling.
we are aware.
We've heard of it.
No. Wrong
We
Fate,
might have
wrong
had
Fate.
the author on the show to harass him about garbage writing.
Multiple
Not
times.
that one. Not that one. In Flight.
Yes, by Gabriel's Blessing.
Gabriel.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. That person literally created any no in his area there was like nothing before.
Yeah, no.
that Fate
In
became a
Flight
thing.
created the Shiro in Fate.
Sekirei.
No, In Flight is Shiro in Fate.
That's Sekirei.
Familiar of Zero.
No,
that's
it
Hill of
isn't.
Swords.
Oh, that's Hill of Swords, right? Yeah, no, Shiro and Sekirei, right? For a second there, my brain was like Sekiro. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure Gabriel Blessing didn't write a Sekiro fic.
No, but yeah, it's yeah. He
Yeah.
created that, and I think he also helped boost a ton of people to do crossover fix with Sekirei, where they just threw a
Oh,
badass
yeah,
person or
he did, yeah.
badass person into Sekirei to see what they would do.
Pretty much, yeah. He basically made the crossover section.
Yeah. But and the sad part is like In Flight isn't a very good fic. It's
Wow, we actually have more words down than Aqueer. That's
Anyway,
interesting.
I'm gonna go get food and stuff. We're over, so I'll be back later. If you guys are somehow still magically keeping this going.
We actually,
I don't know.
well, I mean, we'll probably keep it going off screen, not on
Yeah.
screen. So we're gonna probably end it.
Yeah,
real-
off screen,
pretty much
of
right
course.
now. But I appreciate everyone sticking around to this point. We'll see you all next time because today is Tuesday and next stream's gonna be on Friday, 7 p.m. Make sure to spread it around because the more people that show up to this shit, the less we actually have to read fanfics. Just,
True,
keep that in
true.
mind. Big brain maneuvers.
I'm only here today because I got lucky and my job is a bitch about when I
Right.
call out. So if I'm sick,
Yeah.
quote unquote, I have to then wait days afterwards to get cleared by a nurse.
Oh, that's
So-
big. That's big off. That's a big off.
Sucks for you, lol.
Anyway, so we'll see everyone next time. Because there is always more, and it always gets worse.